Hi everyone, sorry I am late. I honestly wish that I could just pause. Like I can't get enough. I can't get anything done. Hi, thank you guys for the hype train, by the way. Wolf, thank you for gifting subs. I saw some other people. Let me say thank you to everybody. Thank you, Jem, for gifting. Thank you, Wolf, for the bits. Thank you, Pickled, for gifting. Thank you, Damsel, for the bits. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Damsel, for subscribing. Gosh, thank you, Wolf, for all the gifted subscriptions, and Jem as well. Let me say hi to everybody. I was trying to get my hair up in like buns, but I was just, y'all know how it is. Hi, Damsel. Hi, Hatchie. Hi, Kat. Hi, Gaby. Hi, Jimmy. Hi, Vampire. Happy birthday, by the way, Vampire. Hi, Steph. Hi, Mother. Hi, Sar. Hi, Tyson. Hi, Ellie. Hi, Lover. Hi, Dank. Hi, In Denial. Hi, Rose. Hi, Josu. Did I say hi to you, Tyson? Hi, Tyson. Thank you, Jem. Okay, let me get something. Let me get a can of sparkling water, and then I'm going to get started. How is everyone's Friday? How is everyone's Friday? Mine has been good. Mine has been good. You can tell it's payday today. Thank you guys. I really appreciate it. Hope your Friday is great. I know I've had a really great Friday. I just, you know me. I'm trying to get like content done and I don't have time. It's hard to be like a person in real life and in the internet at the same time. But we'll get it done. I'll finish whatever I need to do after the stream. Feeling like a roller coaster today. Hi, Lanny. Me cashing my check an hour before this. Well, I really appreciate it, you guys. Okay, let's get started. So as you know, we are getting to know Furina today. So let's get into the game. Let's do some dailies and we will, you know, do our thing. Can I hear the game? Hello? Oh, that's a cute emote. Congrats, guys. All right. Okay. All right. Let me get comfy. Hi, Sebastian. Welcome. Girl. What happened, Wolf? You're giving very Nana here with. Oh, thank you. I wanted, like I said, this was the idea. I mean, you know this one, damsel. In the recent stage that got really popular from XG, one of the members had like two little buns up here, and I had it perfect. But I was like, oh, I can make it better, and I took it down. I couldn't get it back, and that's when I started getting.
Would you like some tea? I'll brew you some.
That's when I started getting frustrated, and that's when I started running late. Girl or just gay? Y'all put some water with salt to boil. We're making macaroni this stream. Slay! But the eye makeup is based off of it. I didn't get the lips right, but I don't know how people do lips. My lips are just too like, I don't know. I have too much shape on my lips that I can't do techniques that are popular right now. Like people always overdraw. When I overdraw, I look like a clown. So I think that's the residual. I think that's why I'm like a little bit feisty right now, is because the residual frustration of my makeup journey today was like very kind of stressful. But it's okay. I still think I look really good. It's not what I wanted it to be, but I made it work. How were your fajitas yesterday? Oh, they were wonderful. Thank you for asking. Okay. Sorry, guys. Let's get started on the dailies. I need to get some flies real quick. So, thank you guys so much for showing up for that Genshin video. I want you guys to know that all that support that y'all gave it has made it statistically like almost like 80% more successful by this sort of time frame than any of my other videos I've posted so far. We're becoming YouTubers today, this week, this month. We're already YouTubers, honestly. Love people overdraw because they want lips. Like, oh. Well, I thought that, no. Well, some people do overdraw their big lips, too. I mean, I don't have, like, big lips, but, like, you know. One thing that my grandmother told me on my dad's side, she said,
you seem
Fawn,
tired. Would you like some tea?
There's people out there who will kill for your lips. Sugar? And I internalized that, and honestly, she's right. If there's one thing that God did not mess up on my face, the lips, honey. Everything else, questionable. Oh, wait, let's actually do, yeah, let's do our weeklies first, and then I'll get flies. Sorry, guys. Obviously, you can tell I haven't played this game this week, so I don't know how to play anymore.
2 clients, 3 clients.
That's a cute Klee. Let's do this one first. Your videos are on my homepage on YouTube? Because I'm a YouTuber, Mother. I'm a YouTuber. Yes, Mother, I became a YouTuber, so I will be on your front page. Please tune in. Thank you, Rose. That was the whole intention of the video. for it to be background noise.
No
I did
matter
get
what
caught up like
kind of
editing stuff, but y'all know
environment you
me.
may
Like I
find
can't just like
yourself in,
post a video. I have to like
with
edit.
thorough
I'm so
reconnaissance,
psycho
you
like
should
that.
be able to establish a safe route.
Bye, Jem. Have a good night.
Silly churl, Billy churl, silly Billy, hilly churl.
So I'm excited for this Furina story. I want to get to know her.
All of it, whatever it is.
Once I finish this, we'll start the Dainsleif, right? Because I still have to do the Dainsleif interlude.
Well then, amuse me. Surrender is a valid option. I promise I'll be
Thank you, Jimmy.
Time to act.
Who's the spooky songstress?
progress.
That's Hu Tao. She's over here. She's based off of you know those, I forget, I don't know what culture it comes from. I think it's China, where they have like the tags in front of the ghost. That's like kind of her design concept, the tag on the ghost face. You can finish both this weekend? Oh, for real? Girl, let's get these dailies done. We got content to make. I'm still going to be playing Genshin until the event's over, so we'll find other things to do. But after the event's over, if we catch up before the event is over, then we're starting Honkai Star Rail after the event is over. So Genshin Impact, Hoyoverse creators, Genshin Impact team, I want you to let all of headquarters in Hoyoverse know that this stream will also be observing Honkai Star Rail. So you've got a creator in me. Pixie, I don't know if Pixie's in the chat today, but Pixie did send me some information on how to become an official Genshin Impact creator. I was looking at the sort of things that they were asking, and it seemed a little bit vague about the sort of style that I could do. So, Hoyoverse, please make sure to contact me if you're interested in hiring me on. I do have on my resume, I have worked with networks before in video production, as well as, what does that mean? Weekly treasure limit reached. Oh, because we did that this Tuesday. Oh my goodness. Okay, well that was a waste of time. Let's go get flies and do something else then. I forgot. We were playing earlier this week. That's wild, y'all. I feel like that was 2 weeks ago. Oh my god. Do you want to fight the Dendro Cube for Nahida? Yeah, we can do that. I'm still gonna get these flies and then I'll come over to Nahida. My resume's gotta be stacked. I'm very capable. I've always told myself, like, I'm not the type of person that's like, oh, what if I can't, what if I, no, it's never been that question for me. I know what I can and can't do. Most of the time, when it comes to the job market, like if we're talking about like resumes and stuff, when it comes to the job market, I just need like some lazy person in HR to like finally log into Indeed and stop letting bots scan thousands of resumes so they can finally let me in for an interview, because every time I get into an interview, I get the job. Every time I get into an interview, I get the job. I'm a Capricorn stellium. Like, I get the job. It's just like people like, oh my God, don't get me started. Anybody who works in HR, no offense, but I just, the processes in which modern work just goes, just like freaks me out. Like I can't stand it. What's the point of Indeed if nobody's looking at it? Riddle me that, please, America. What's the point of Indeed if nobody's looking at it? Does anybody have an answer? Capricorn Stallion being brought up every stream gets me. Tyson, it's going to be brought up a lot because I'm about to make it my brand. I'm about to start doing divinations on Pokemon card TCG booster packs. I looked up on Google. I said, what does that mean? And they said that I have psychic energy. And I was like, you know what? You're right, because I've made like so every single time I've made a series clocking the patterns in which I recognize people and like what they do. Those are like my most successful series. So I was like, let's keep doing that. Remember, I have to go down. Silly churl, hilly churl, silly Billy, hilly churl, silly churl, Billy churl. Yeah, don't forget the girly pop bingo, everybody. You win Nothing at all. A fun time. That's what you win. You win fun. You win fun.
Merge. Glory to the shogun.
Thank you, Static Frog. Thank you for 4 months. I love you. Please don't. People leaving that comment. Thank you. Honestly, I love that comment because that means that I've made it. That means that I made it. When people tell me that, that means I've made it.
Steady as stone. No turning back.
I just deserve financial compensation if I don't receive timely job. Yes, like it's a full-time job trying to get these bots to like me. And the crazy thing is a lot of people can just lie and get in. That's what a lot of people be doing. And then we're all surprised that our job market's just crumbling in front of us. Oh my god, but I thought, what? You know? What else can we do? What else does Nahida need? Because I do love Nahida. I think we tried this once. Yeah, we can't do that. What else can we do? I can say, I don't know. Lying on your resume is essential. You have to pad it. You have to. Like, y'all know me. I really believe in authenticity and honesty, but the name of the game right now in modern American work culture is you have to pad that resume. Because the thing is like most people in entry-level work don't even look at your resume. They're waiting for a bot on Indeed to tell them. So let's just hang out here, I guess. We can chat. I just want to keep doing this because I do plan on leveling up Nahida. Hi, Tab. Where do I get that? My brain is so weird today. Enemies. Yeah, we got 1 minute. Okay, so while we do that, I'm going to look in here. Where is Miss Girl? Oh, okay, that's fine. We have it unlocked, though. I gotta get more, though. Oh, claim. Oh, girl, claim. That is so bad. I haven't been claiming these. After building all your characters, we'll do artifacts next spawn. Josu, I'm really serious. I've been, like, coming to terms with this. If I'm gonna be taking up HSR, I don't know how I'm going to be building out an account. You know? I play Pokemon, I host events, I'm playing Fortnite, Stardew Valley, now Honkai Star Rail. I'm like really, and 14, I'm having genuine trouble even like having the time to log in and do a commission. So we're just gonna focus on story right now for these games. In my free time, I might be doing like stuff like that, but I don't know.
I'll catch up.
Booked and busy, booked and busy, booked and busy, but that's how meal girls are. Like, it's not that like I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised that I'm like, you know, juggling all of these titles all at once. I mean, think about it. Who else is gonna do it? It's just like, ooh, I don't know. Now, how do I get there? Oh, it's up here. That makes sense. Yeah, I mean, like, I know that I have the girly pops who can help me grind, but I just, like, I don't know when we're gonna find the time is the thing. I started Stardew today and spent about 10 hours getting mods worth.
Someone needs assistance.
You can borrow units in HSR? I do like playing. I do. I don't know. Like, I get up at 6 in the morning and I just edit, and then like I stream, and then I like work out and play like a few games of Fortnite and go to bed. That's my day. Record sometimes too. That's not to say I don't like it. I love it. Like, I really do love it. But like, sometimes Noelle is just like, girl, you want to play? And I'm like, Noelle, I really don't have time right now.
I'll catch up. Steady stone, right here, right now. Emerge.
Right here, right now. Emerge. I'm hoping that eventually the platforms will get to a point where I don't have to like worry so much about like so much output, but right now I really have to keep the output going because it is halfway marketing too. I'm hoping that I'm going to get my YouTube to a point where I can like post a video and then like be able to like relax. But right now it's like post. I don't know about Honkai Impact. I don't know. That's going to be like months from now. Remember that one time in Sumer you disappeared for longer than anticipated and Paimon had an existential crisis? Remember that? When you think you about not doing your dailies. Oh. With all the editing and streaming, I hardly have time to play games with friends. Yeah. Yeah, it's true. I mean, it's true. It's a misconception that I think a lot of people have. I notice sometimes people get into content creation because they think that like you do play games, but it is a job, and you are your own boss, and you have to be your own advertising, your own editor. You have to make your video ideas, record them, learn how to use a camera, all that stuff eats into the gaming time. But that's why I put my gaming time into streaming, so I can still play my games. And that's why I have my enrichment time, but I won't delve into that because I don't want that to become like a whole thing where people ask me to do it. I just want to do that when I would do that. I'm also like, it's quite enriching for me because like I appreciate feeling like productive. I like feeling like I've done something that I care about and like I've put it out and like put my time into it. Like that helps me sleep at night. I can't wake up in the morning and just like not do something that feels like it's for my platform. Like,
I'll catch up.
That's kind of like my coping mechanism with life, is like trying to feel productive. But I mean, Genshin isn't hard to grind. It's just like I haven't found the time. Like if I can, the thing about Genshin right now for me is like Final Fantasy 14 I can find the time, because 14 I can actually like get like pretty good progress in. I played the game long enough that I know where I can put my time in. Like I can get that done in like 40 minutes if I don't have a lot of time. Genshin, sometimes it's like it'll take 30 minutes to 3 hours to get something done. And I'm such a noob that like I don't know the best use of my time yet, and I haven't really taken the time to like sort of tackle that. But I'm not the type of person that thinks that things are impossible. Like where there's a will, there's a way. So it's just like right now I'm a little bit spread thin. I'm not really thinking about dailies. But like I'm still playing the game, obviously. I beat the game and I haven't done dailies. I'm not going into Star Rail really thinking about like building a character.
I'll be there.
I'm going into Star Rail straight up for the story. If we do start grinding, well, you know what? That's what I'm going into it. But y'all know how I get. I get really, really inspired. So I might end up like, trying to play all the games at once. Oh, I'm not recording for YouTube. Thank you, Mother. Thankfully, we're still doing our dailies right now. See, I'm all over the place. Hi, YouTube. How are y'all on YouTube? YouTube, I don't know if I told y'all. Oh, wait, I did tell y'all. We're monetized on the YouTube VOD channel now. So thank y'all for that. We're finishing up some dailies. I'm trying to burn through my resin, and then we're going to get to know Furina. Grinding for 14, you also have an expectation of the results. But grinding for Genshin artifacts can take a week to months. Yeah, and like I don't really care about the way that I see grinding, especially with 14 or any MMORPG or like live service game. The way that I see grinding, it's not necessarily what can I get today. It's more like I need to use the resources that I have today to slowly work on progress for my account. Like some people are like, oh, I'm building out my Noelle because of you. And I'm like, I didn't really do anything on purpose. Like, my Noelle is just all that I put my time and energy into since I started playing, and now she's a little bit stronger. I'm not saying that she's the strongest, but I see people sometimes being like, okay, you got that crit. I don't know what that means. If you just put your time into it, it'll eventually become that. But that's my thing, is like, sometimes I'll log in and I won't know what to do. I'm just like overwhelmed. Can everybody, yeah, can everybody come back to the teleport? I'm gonna hate how the Traveler acts in the Furina story. The beautiful thing about 14 is like you can't really get super behind. Yeah. I mean, I'm not behind on Genshin either. Genshin is honestly a little bit more relaxing and casual than 14 if we're being real. Because Genshin is technically a single player experience to me until you like do some co-op stuff. I don't feel like I'm behind. Like, yeah, my character's like not C6 and like doing like 300,000 damage, but who really cares? You know? I'm here for the moment. I'm here for the, like, that's me. I saw somebody, okay, y'all want to hear the new hate comment that I got? YouTube hate comments are funny because I'll give TikTok credit on this. As much as like sometimes the TikTok comments make me want to like pull my hair out, TikTok hate comments can be a little bit creative and fun. A cutting edge, you know, they're on the cutting edge of like this sort of insult humor. YouTube is not on the cutting edge of insult humor. YouTube is really good for like really good discussions. Like some people really give me good prompts that like actually have inspired me and helped me think of video games in new ways like already since I've started doing this. But the hate comments, like I can tell y'all don't know about TikTok. Somebody said, I opened this video and I started throwing up in 2 seconds. Right, guys? All the girly pops ignored him. All the girly pops ignored him because they knew that if we gathered him, his whole life would change. I was like, hi, Shanti. I was like, that was lame, baby. That was so lame. I know, bless her heart. Like, look, that was me right there. Temu right there. That was me reading that comment. I said, I saw that comment, girl.
Almighty Shogun's will. That is what I aspire to.
Blank stare, you know? Like, I was like, blank stare. The crazy thing is like, I can't be mad. I can get mad at a TikTok comment because I showed up on their page and they're mad at me because I showed up on their page. I can't get mad at a hate comment on YouTube because you clicked a video that said girly pop. Baby, come on now. The closet is made of glass.
All of it. Whatever it is.
Me too. I was really, really scared.
I didn't quite catch your request.
What they say is true. You have to see the world for yourself to appreciate how beautiful it is.
Right, Nahida. Right. So everybody who's watching right now, we're about to get to Furina, but it's called the recommended page or something. They said I recommend this video for you. You don't have to watch it, but maybe you might. You might like this. Do you like these kinds of videos? Check it out. Yeah, not Nahida knew. Nahida knows. She said, I see everything. Oh, by the way, guys, I have to let y'all know. I have to remember to post that. I have to. Let me do something to. Here, I'm gonna do this so I can remember. No. I'm gonna do this. Do you guys ever put things in places to like create a disruption in the environment so you can remind yourself that you put that disruption there so you can remember something? I have to make a post today because I'm in an event on Sunday and I still haven't promoted it. Water, are you here? I'm so sorry. I'm such a terrible event person. I'm gonna be in like a pretty long tournament on Sunday. And I just like, oh, photo shoot? Right, let me, hold up. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
The duty of a Tengu warrior
This is an esoteric moment. The full side profile. Okay.
These two are of the same ilk.
I just start writing on myself. It's not the Girly Pop Derby event. It's the Girly Pop Cup. I'm fighting against like I'm gonna be possibly fighting against like Weedle Twin Weedle? Like, y'all know that I'm not a VGC girly. I had to look up the rules. I had to like find something that worked, and then I still managed to put a war turtle on my team. Now watch me flop. Yeah, Weedle Twin Weedle will be involved in the event tomorrow. Not tomorrow, Sunday. I literally don't know the technicalities, but like I'm pretty good at streaming, so I'm just waiting for Water to just tell me what to do. The Piston Cup Kerchow. Where do I watch? It's gonna be on Twitch. I actually don't, Gaby, I like genuinely don't fully know the details. I just be like, I just say yes to things, and then I just embrace it. You know, I tend to be a control freak, and I overthink things, and like I just didn't have the bandwidth to be overthinking it. So I was like, I will be part of the event. Just tell me what you need me to do. Give me my deadlines, and I'll show up. Sometimes that's how you gotta do it. Yeah, I'll update you guys. Don't worry. I'll work on that tonight. I'll like make an announcement and everything. I put something somewhere to remind me. If I do win, I can get a Steam gift card or a Nintendo eShop gift card. I'm gonna get a Steam one. I want to get a new Steam game.
Time to clean up.
But Weedleton Weedle's playing, so I'm not gonna win. Yeah, Weedle's probably gonna win. I'm honestly coming for the show. Like I came. It's gonna be for charity. It's a charity event. So that's one of the reasons why I said yes to it. But the other reason was I was like, you know what? I think when I was invited, they knew that I wasn't a VGC girly, but they wanted I do Battle Day. So like I think what they wanted was like Battle Day font. Like I'm not I'm the personality hire, right? If Water's in here, I need Water to weigh in. Oh, the Fawn Free special will be coming. I almost brought my signature jump pluff, but I didn't because jump pluff is not allowed. It's thank you, Breb. Hi again, Breb. I'm at a wonderful amusement park built by our sisters at Mio. You're oh my goodness! Yay! Hashtag fun time by Mio. I wasn't able to bring jump pluff because jump pluff isn't going to work for these specific rules that we're doing. But I am bringing Polytoad with the Fawn Free special. Mm-hmm. So one more, guys, and then we will get started on story. Thank you guys for waiting. We do have some queens. We have some drag queens joining too. I'm gonna do like a typical fawn look. I'm gonna do like a classic fawn look. It's at 10 in the morning, so I have to wake up really early. And yeah.
Someone needs assistance.
I gotta wake up really early, put my makeup on. But I'm honestly really excited. I'm like kind of scared and about it because I don't know how much energy I'm gonna have, honestly. I don't know how long the stream's gonna be, and I have something booked for after that too. Like I have to do something with another creator after that. I don't know how long my makeup's gonna last. But I'm just gonna do like a classic fawn look. I think I'm gonna do like actually no. I'm gonna do the cowboy look. I'm gonna do the pink cowboy look. I'm gonna do that because it's gonna have continuity with something else. Girl, my brain is all over the place. Where's this Dendro thing? Hi Chia, how are you? Is it going to be TikTok live on Sunday?
All of it.
No.
It is.
It's going to be on Twitch, I think.
It.
I will
catch your request.
I'm going to look at that after the stream and let y'all know everything in an announcement. It's all laid out. I genuinely just have not had time. Today was the deadline for the team, and that was when I told myself that's when I'm going to prepare. I mean, it's quite an organized event. I'm not heading the event. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, everybody. Just so you know, it's $5 per picture, but take as many as you want. We will charge you automatically. Yeah, I was just telling myself like on the 14th I'm gonna worry about that. any idea what time on Sunday? It starts at 10, and I'm probably going to be going until like the afternoon. It's a tournament, best of 3 per round, so it's gonna be a while. Wait, I keep going down here without checking. We have 13 seconds. Oh crap! Let me go back up. Oh, baby. Yeah, pickled. I mean, honestly, one thing that I'm really proud of, and like I feel very proud of that Genshin video and just like my yapping tier list videos. Doing this so much, like I did not start content creation wanting to be a streamer. I didn't watch streams. I didn't know streaming culture. I was not into it at all. I was encouraged to do it, and honestly, I honestly feel like this is kind of like my biggest strong suit. It requires a lot of marketing, but I'm not shy about doing like a long-ended like improv moment. I call it improv, but it's not. It's like, you know, I feel quite comfortable in this, so I really don't mind. Like even if I just like flop and like I lose in my first round, I know that mine's gonna be very fun because I like to have fun. Like when I'm doing a stream and I'm doing a battle, I'm always asking myself, how much more fun can we make this? So I'm excited to do it. I'm also just excited to be able to finally use my platform for like something like this. I'm not a big organizer, and I'm just glad that like even though I'm such like a sort of to myself type of content creator, that I've been invited to participate in something like this, and it'll be fun. I think we're all gonna have fun. Weedle Twin Weedle collab. We should. Maybe if I get to fight Weedle Twin Weedle, maybe I can make a good impression. Because you know Weedle Twin Weedle's like really famous and successful. Maybe I can make a good impression, and then we can do like, like I can ask Weedle Twin Weedle to like finally make like the most strongest girly pop meta team for the current like rule set, you know? So if I do end up fighting Weedle Twin Weedle, you guys have to say, you guys have to say, oh my goodness, we love you, Weedle. Make Weedle feel like super fun and like nice. Okay, thank you guys for grinding with me in this. I know that was like a little bit boring just sitting around waiting, but now it's time to get to know this girl right here. Yoo-hoo. I've been alive for 500 years, and I don't even know that I'm crying. Exactly. Okay, where should we take a picture? Let's take a picture on the docks of Leeway. Yes, we're doing Furina's Furina's story quest, hangout quest.
Such fair weather. Why don't we do a bit of sunny work? Oh, what sort of work is that, you ask? Well, anything that makes you feel bright and sunny, too.
We are doing the Girly Pop Cup. Here, actually, before we start the quest, I'm going to open up the document because Water did like a really amazing like Google Doc that I've been referencing, and I will read it out to you guys. I'm not going to reveal everything because it is up to Water, and Water has been promoting it. Go check out Water is y'all know Water. Water is Shiny, who shows up in this chat, who's a content creator as well. All over his Instagram, he has been promoting it. There's so much information there. But I will also relay some stuff to you too. Let's go. Oh my goodness. Let's go to the I'm gonna make this joke, okay? But I mean it in the most loving way. Let's go to the lesbian boat. Wait, oh my god, I'm gonna drown. Slay. Wait, is this her boat? Wait, it's probably not even her boat. I just made a really bad joke and it wasn't even her boat. Oh my god. OMG Fawn, we should take you to the Melusine town today. It's quite easy to get to. Oh wait, do you guys want to take me to the Melusine town? You guys can take me there and we can take a picture. Yeah, let's go there. Somebody take me there. Somebody in here can take me there. That's not Beto's. Sorry, Beto. Okay. Everybody disappeared, so I assume you guys are in Fontaine. It's Pride Month, so every boat belongs to lesbians. Slay! I found this really, I found this one account of a woman who loves women who quite literally, like, openly says she does not like men, like, at all whatsoever. But I still watch her because I think she makes some pretty good takes about, like, toxic masculinity and stuff. But I was like, ooh, I hope she doesn't mind me following. I guess I'm only half man, right? Depending on the angle and the lighting. Who's taking me to the Melusine place? Okay, everybody's like going this way, that way. I'm just gonna like generally go y'all's way. Well, I did make a comment and I said, your takes really helped me out as a feminine man. And I think I deleted it after because I was like, she doesn't care. She doesn't care.
Someone needs assistance.
I was like, I just want you. I was like, never mind. Let me be mindful of the environment that I'm in. Let me close my mouth. I've been getting a lot of followers with the lesbian flag in their bio, and I'm so honored. Yeah, damsel, I'm like, I get them too, and it's like it's really cool. It's really cool because I feel like it's a good omen. It's like a good omen. It's a sign that you're putting out quality. It's a sign that you're putting something out into the culture that must be respected. I mean, like, look at Chapel Roan. Look at where Chapel Roan is now. You know? So just keep going in that direction. Okay, so do we go inside of here? Are they attacking a Mule Girl? I can't be distracted. She'll be okay. Mule Girls are trained in martial arts. Exactly, damsel. I have all the blessings. Thank you so much, Sock. Thank you. The thing is like, I mean, you see the sentiment a lot of like women who just like want to only be around women. Like, I think anybody who can just observe the world right now can understand that. So like, I really like, anytime I see it, like, I don't really get like why people take it so personally. It's like even on that woman's account, she wasn't like being like a hater to anybody. She was just like, I just can't deal with it. Like, I don't have the bandwidth. And I'm like, that's so real. Can someone fill me up about the meal thing? Sorry, I'm kind of new. Hi, Downhill. Welcome to the chat. Well, you know what, Downhill? It's kind of funny because this is starting to become a thing because I'm noticing that Mio is referenced a lot in games before we even discovered Mio. Mio is kind of like, you know how in Final Fantasy Bahamut is like a sort of a monster, a beast that like shows up a lot in multiple games and multiple universes. Mio's like that too because Mio shows up in Xenoblade. Mio now shows up in K-On! Mio is multi-universal. But I'll show you Mio after we talk to the Melusines. You're from the outside. Welcome. That's me. That's me as a Melusine. Oh my goodness. Hi, Water. You know what? Let's shout out Water real quick because I want y'all to know that Water is hosting an event that I will be participating in on Sunday. I'll be posting about it tonight after the stream. Y'all go follow Water's socials because Water's been talking about this and everybody's really excited about it. So I want everybody to know. I'm a good person. Hi, CMB. You didn't get the notification, but guess what? You're here now. I know it's been a while, but I'm glad you came. And I've been thinking about how you said my name. I've been made away, and it feels
Someone needs assistance.
going in. Oh my goodness, home sweet home. We beat the game. Let's take a picture in front of our new Mio Airbnb. Yes, that's right. Mio has collaborated with the Melusines. We have our new Mio Airbnb. I want y'all to know so bad. I want y'all to know so bad. I want y'all to know so bad. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding with you. The Melusines are my aesthetic. Look at this. This is literally how I imagine myself when I'm like, this is like when I wake up in the morning, because my room doesn't have like a lot of good lighting, so it is a little bit dingy and cavey too, like this. I wake up in the morning and I look around, I'm like, do I want to be emo fawn? Do I want to be blue fawn? Do I want to be, you know, like, these are my aesthetic. These are me. This is literally how I see myself. Oh my God. I love the Melusines so much. I want a plushie of them. Okay, let's take a picture. I'm so sorry. See, Shenhe got her good gown out and everything, her good meal gown out and everything. Let me go ahead and get a picture of this right here. Yeah, that one doesn't count. I just had to get that shot right there. All right, on the count of 3, I'm gonna swing my sword and y'all do something. Oh.
Strike a pose.
Oh, okay, Noelle. Okay, I'm sorry, Gummy Bear. We didn't get a good shot of you, but I'm gonna do this, right? It's been 500 years. It's been 500 years.
Finally a day.
I'm gonna make fun of her now. Okay, thank you guys for showing me the Melusines. You're holding the receipt. I actually really love this place. This is gonna be my new polling place. I'm not even kidding with you guys. I love this zone. Oh my goodness, when I get a PNG tuber, I have to make it a Melusine. That would be so perfect for me. I could make it like kind of like my skin tone. No, I want to be a pink one. No, I want different ones. I want different ones. Before we get started on some other things, I wanted to say this morning I think I manifested some money. This morning I think I manifested some money. I'm gonna tell y'all while me and Lom sit here and tell y'all. I was straightening my hair. Right? Straightening my hair. And I said, you know what? I'm gonna make 3,500 bucks. I want 3,500 bucks. I open up my TikTok and I get invited to audition to 2 skincare campaigns for oil cleansers, which I have been needing lately. I have been skipping my oil cleansers because I haven't had money for oil cleansers. I got 1 oil cleanser and 1 other product that I'm auditioning for. I probably will get it. And if I do, I could make some money. So let's hope that works.
I'll be there.
Anyway, let's see if I can do some pulls. I know I'm supposed to be saving for Siegeween, but y'all know I can't help myself. Clarin is just so cute and pretty and perfect. Let's just see if I can get a pull real quick. Y'all know me. I'm the Genshin rat, the free-to-play rat, looking for little crumbs of cheese and bread in the New York City sewers. Sometimes I find them, sometimes I don't. Anyone here from New York City? Bushwick? Manhattan? I don't know any other places. All right, Claran's coming home. Let's go. Boom, 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 boom. Boom. So we're doing the Furina storyline. Yeah. No, honestly, the fun is pulling. Like, getting the characters is really fun. Like, you get that dopamine rush. Tried to pull on Clarin and got Diluc. Oh my goodness, we crowed. Getting the Getting the stuff is fun, but the pulling is the most fun for me. It's the pulling, the rush of wondering what fate wants to give you for in that moment is what is so fun to me. Like, I don't even really, like, subconsciously, I don't even really care. I just want to see the purple. I want to see if I get purple. I want to see if I can get gold. And then if I get that, I'm like, yes. Like, I don't even care what I get. Well, let's look. No, honestly, I've gotten a little... How can I be mad when I have that on my account, right? Because there's some people... Oh my god.
Hey, Catherine, it's us. Got any new commissions? Specifically one with a huge more attack, perhaps?
Right, exactly, damsel.
You know we're worth it. For quality work and speedy results, choose Paimon and the Traveler.
It's always a pleasure to see our two most avid adventurers again. Looking for the next challenge, I see. Actually, we do in fact have a rather urgent commission that is still open. Having read the details, however, I don't believe you'd consider it to be lucrative.
Oh, Catherine, then I don't want to know. Catherine, you know me well by now. That you know my rates.
Don't worry about
Paimon,
that.
no, I don't want to do
To
this.
put it simply,
No, I
the
don't want to do this.
requester is looking for a temporary replacement actress for their musical. The original cast member ran into some issues and is currently unable to perform the role.
Catherine, you know me, but you were right. I'm sorry, Catherine. You know me so well. You know me so well. I'll do it. I'll do it. Just give me a comp. I want one of my friends to come. I'll do it.
But the troupe has also been experiencing some financial difficulties, so unfortunately they cannot afford to pay the replacement actress.
Okay. So you're asking me to donate my talents to a local show, right? Do I get a principal role?
That does sound like a tricky situation. So basically they're looking for a volunteer?
That's right. Our adventurers reached out to many actresses, but none of them were willing to take the job.
Well, a lot of actresses are a little bit lost in the enigma that is money. But I understand that there's a separation between money and arts. Some people do things for the charts, some people do things for the arts. Some people do things for both, and that's what we call a meal girl. I compartmentalize it. I understand that this one is for the culture,
There
right?
are only a few days left until the performance.
That's fine.
If they can't
That's
find
fine.
someone in time, they'll probably have to postpone the show.
Oh, no,
And
no, no.
delays tend
Got it.
No, we can't do
Oh,
that.
this one's a
Yeah, we
doozy.
can't do that.
What do you think, Traveler? Any ideas?
Paimon, I'm an actress. I can do this. This is fine.
Even if we took the commission, neither of us have any experience starring in musicals.
If you're interested in helping, why not start by having a chat with the requester? He's right over there.
Don't listen to Paimon. She's trying to be humble.
Maybe you can't fill the role yourselves, but you might be able to help him figure out another solution. Maybe there's something he hasn't thought of.
Oh, it's that guy, huh? No wonder, he looks like he just...
I've got it,
wanted
Paimon.
Paimon approved.
Oh, I'm excited.
Oh,
This is
there. Are
such
you
a
the
fun
guy with
concept
the
already.
Furina actress?
Wait, I know you two. Are you really willing to act in my musical?
Yes, of course.
Wow, sounds like we're pretty famous in Fontaine already.
Well, Paimon, you never really come to my shows, so that whole like comment about like me not having me not having experience in theater, you wouldn't know. Like, you wouldn't know. I'm famous around here. I've been in a few plays. I've done a few one acts, you know, a little bit of improv here and there. I've even done a little bit of stand-up. I'm not the best stand-up comedian, but you always keep yourself open to opportunities.
But to answer your question, neither of us have any experience in musicals.
Paimon, don't listen.
I see.
I've been trained
It's okay.
in the
I knew that
Stanislavski
asking for-
technique.
If we can't find someone to step in, we'll have no choice but to cancel the show. It would be such a shame.
So if I do the show, can you just at least give me like a few comps? I want some of my meal girls to come. This will be a really great opportunity for us to show off some of our high coverage meal foundation. As we all know, stage makeup requires a little bit of higher coverage, so the people in the back can get the full glamour as well.
That's the thing. We're not some high-profile theater troupe, just a group of amateur enthusiasts.
Community theater is very, very scary to me. I understand that. I hope you understand that too. I'm not really expecting you guys to really give me anything to my level. You have to understand that I'm coming from a place where I'm going to be bringing some more of, how can I say this eloquently? Mio has renown, notoriety. So we can do this sort of like, you give me the medium to sort of do the advertising that I would like to do. You don't have to pay me. I will bring a bunch of the most famous Mio girls. We'll do the marketing and everything like that. The crowd will be filled up. And you know, even some of your ensemble troupe that maybe is a little bit more of amateur, it's gonna balance out. It's gonna balance out with me, some of my Mio girls on the stage. Yes, it's gonna balance out.
All our sets and props are very crude. We're grateful enough just to get an audience, never mind ticket fees. If we had a way to make this profitable, things might have turned out differently. But now, it looks inevitable that we'll disband.
Disband? You're splitting up the troupe?
Oh, I guess the lady at the Adventurers Guild didn't tell you? Yeah, this is supposed to be our final show together as a troupe.
Lowick, you're Fontanian. What I want you to say is finale. This is an opportunity to really tie the bow on the present that is your talent.
One last show. And
Right.
after that, we go our separate ways. So we were really hoping to end on a high note. Nobody wants things to just fizzle out. Not after all the time and effort we've invested into it.
So Catherine mentioned that one of your actresses can't make it.
Yeah, the leading lady, in fact. She's been
Leading?
dealing with a chronic illness ever since childhood, and unfortunately, it flared up again recently. It really drains all her energy, so she's in no state to perform.
Does she have an understudy?
The show just won't be the same without her. But for everyone else's sake, I still hope we can find a way to hold the performance on schedule.
But what if the show doesn't have to be the same without her? What if the show could be different without her?
Got it. We have a clearer picture now. Let's see if we can come up with any ideas. What if we sponsored the show? Traveler, how much more are you carrying?
Please, there's no need to go that far. I wouldn't feel right asking such a huge favor. And I can't promise that we'd ever be able to pay you back.
Lowick, Mio cares about the arts of every place that she enters her enterprises into. Consider this a donation of our time and efforts, because if there's one thing that we'll never do is let MLO destroy local art. Not everything has to be this huge capitalistic high budget product. Not everything has to be so glitz and glamour. Sometimes we need the punk. Sometimes we need the gritty. Sometimes we need the locals to show us what's really going on, to really tell the stories.
Good point. If the actress just goes through the motions for the Mora, that's not exactly rescuing the show. We should find someone who will put on
Gritty
the best
Fortnite.
performance possible. Oh, wait! What about, you know who?
Great minds think alike. I was thinking that I could do it too, Paimon. Like I don't know. I haven't done leading stuff since I became a Mio girl. As you know, I used to do off Broadway. But I think I could take this on a couple days. I can study the material, really start to delve into it, try to make it my own. Yeah.
That's how you know we're the best of partners.
Right.
She should have all the free time in the world right now.
Downhill, I have a VOD channel, Fawn VODs. I've been playing like since I think January. I really don't know. I'm sure somebody in chat might know when I started playing. Lumine about to do her slate but by heart for this audition. Hi, my name is Lumine, representing Fontaine Improv Troupe at number 6,599, and today I'll be singing Rain on My Parade from Funny Girl, as well as a monologue called The Divorce Papers. That is so real, damn soul.
She's really good at performing, and she was once super popular with the crowd. Performing in a musical should be a piece of cake for her.
Her? Me? Yeah, I mean, those are my pronouns, yes.
Who are you thinking of? Sounds like someone famous.
Me?
Her? You're... That was a joke, right?
Why would I be joking about myself? I'm confused, guys. What's up with the second person speak all of a sudden? Is this like a new thing in theater? As you know, I haven't been on off Broadway in a couple years.
Nope. Paimon doesn't actually know if she's performed on stage before, but Paimon's pretty confident that she'd be really good at it.
I literally, Paimon, you never come to my shows.
You're not wrong there. She has actually performed in a number of big-name shows before. They were one of the reasons she was so popular.
Yes. Okay. So I was the one who popularized the Divorce Papers monologue. Yes.
But even if she's no longer the Hydro Archon, it's not like she's suddenly a commoner.
Hydro Archon. No, people know me as either the legendary blonde or the Traveler.
She's still an idol to many people in Fontaine, including myself. I just think Lady Furina might feel a bit out of place in an amateur troupe like ours.
Don't forget. Okay. Well, if you want the show to go on, do you want the show to go on?
Well, yes, but
don't worry about it. Like, I just want some comp tickets. I can do the leading part. Just give me a few days. Where's the script? Like, let's get this going, Lowick.
Fair enough. I mean, if she was actually willing to, then of course I'd be honored to have Lady Furina star in our show. I'm sure the rest of the troupe would be delighted too.
Lady... Oh. Right!
I'm sure everyone in our troupe has probably dreamt of performing on stage with her one day.
Yes!
Of course, it all depends on whether she's interested. She might consider this opportunity beneath her.
I mean, there... You might be right. I know some other people who could take the spot.
No point in stressing about that. We'll only know if we ask her. And besides, things are different now. There's no reason for her to be all high and mighty
Been
anymore.
understudied. Right. Let's go ask Furina.
Thank you for your help. I guess I'll just stay here and wait for the good news. Good luck.
Wait, where does Furina actually live nowadays? She used to live in luxury at the Palais Mermonia, but she's, moved out, right?
I mean, after everything flooded, I don't know, like, some of y'all turned into water anyway, so it's like, who even is what?
As it happens, I have her current address here. I can provide it to you.
We're forcing Furina out of retirement. She just started her first day of PTO after 500 years of non-stop shows. And we're asking her to come do community theater for free. Welcome to the chat, gentlemen. Maybe Furina is how they say fawn in Fontaine.
When did you get here?
I came over when things were starting
Didn't
to
we
sound
figure
more
out that
promising.
Catherine was like
I
some
thought
sort
I
of
should be
like
at the ready in
demon
case my
entity or
assistance is
something a minute
needed.
ago? In Sumeru? Like,
It is my duty to support commissioners in any way I can.
Thank
oh,
you,
she's a
ma'am.
puppet.
Thank you so
Or like a
much.
robot.
Well, now that we've got the address, we'll
Puppet,
go find Furina.
demon, tomato, tomato, you know. Hi, fun fact. The little Oceanid. So I've just been completely... Wait. That wasn't Noelle. That wasn't canon Noelle. Well, maybe it was. I don't know.
Exactly. But none of
Sometimes I feel like maybe I'm like the neo-consciousness behind the sort of team of people that are going through the story. And like, I like tap in and out of it. Hi. Yes. So have you heard about the local theater? Troop number 3772 is actually putting on, excuse me. Sorry. Your hair is so pretty. Troop number, right. So I could get you a comp ticket if you want to come. I have too much fun in this game.
She lives here? Not that there's anything wrong with this place. It's just a bit of a step down from the Palais Mermonia.
Paimon, you literally were sleeping in a dirty diaper underground in Navia's bunker when she was poor and $300,000 in debt with no money. and you're sitting here talking about where Furina's living, next to the grocery store in the sunlight.
You know, it's common courtesy to make sure the homeowner isn't in earshot when you're denigrating their abode.
And that's why she's my best friend. Because she's gonna come at you the same way Paimon's gonna come at you. All three of us, we are the dynamic, like crazy feisty trio. Like we will just gag and goop people all day long.
Okay, when did Poppy Got a Thin Air become all the rage? First Catherine and now you?
I was just out on a shopping trip.
I wouldn't call it
ran out
thin
of
air around you,
macaroni,
girl.
So I went to grab a few more bags.
Furina, how do you keep that figure with carbs? I cut out carbs on Off-Broadway.
I used to have a much wider range of choices when it came to food. But now I'm finding that simple,
No
traditional
money,
home
no
cooking
family,
can be
500
quite
in the middle
delicious,
Fontaine. Don't you get sick of all the carbs?
too. Not at all. As long as you have different kinds of sauces in, you can have macaroni and tomato sauce one week, macaroni and bolognese the next.
Y'all, I found as big as my head. Look at how big my head is, right? I found on sale for $1.50 a bag pasta made in Italy. Italian pasta. $1.50 per bag, as big as my head. Me and Furina are in sync.
Oh, sounds like you're really struggling to cope.
That's so fun. Eggs with tomato one week, plain eggs next week.
How rude! Questioning my cooking skills. The audacity! It's not like I have.
I do
a
love
very
that the stories
eventful
allow
life
you to
these
get to
days.
know the human part of them.
Actually,
Or like the, the
barely leave
relatable
house.
part.
So I don't see how it's unusual that my meals are a little simpler now too.
Girl, where?
Besides, I'm sure I could master dishes like la lettre faucilor or blubber profiteroles in no time if I felt so inclined.
Blubber profiteroles. That reminds me of somebody. Oh! Paimon.
Ah, there it is. You don't know how to cook.
These girls are shady. I love Furina and Paimon. They are so shady. They're going to just be
Not
throwing
yet,
shade at each other
maybe,
all day.
But anyway, what are you even doing here? I do hope you didn't come here just to ogle at my fall from grace. Let me first be clear that I'm not taking guests at this time. So if you're just here to clown around, then please be on your way. Shoo!
Furina, Funtime Complex is open and we offered you the clown spot at the front gates, okay? I know that we had like our whole ups and downs and things. I'm so happy that you are finally free to live your life. But you are still giving clown, you're still giving stubborn. You've got to open up, girl. This avoidant attachment style is not going to look good on you. Take it from me. Take it from me. You got to start unpacking that now while you still aren't developing wrinkles. I'm thinking that the best way for us to start building you up as a meal girl, because let's be real, all that drama, the whole town almost drowning, going against the heavenly principles, this, that, and the other, it's really, really starting to hurt your reputation. I'm thinking community theater?
Sorry! We're sorry! Please don't. Yeah, exactly! What the traveler said! Paimon wasn't trying to make fun of you. Hang on,
Furina
you
apology
weren't
video.
exactly holding back either.
So we actually came here to ask you if you were considering. We've been unable to actually find you any sort of paid gigs. I'm just going to be real with you. It's not a lack of talent, it's the reputation thing. So I'm thinking if you can get yourself onto a stage where you don't have to like worry about budget or anything like that, just show your raw talents.
My
You
help?
know?
Well, maybe you're forgetting that I'm no longer the mighty Hydro Archon. I don't even have a vision, you know.
I know, Furina, you're buying macaroni and cheese in this cheap apartment. It's a great apartment. Don't get me wrong. I was just living in jail, but it was like with Riesli, you know, like that's that you're not giving meal girl. Like if you're in a cheap place, where's the hot himbo? You know, if you're like walking around town, where's the, you know, the comedy, like sort of floating toddler? Like we're trying to figure out your place in the meal girl space.
Don't worry, it's nothing that serious. It's just.
Oh? Well, if that's the case, then fine. I'll spare you the lecture about your attitude just now. So tell me, what specifically makes this matter so specific?
Well, they asked me if I wanted to do it. And then I said, well, I was like busy, you know? And I was like, well, what about like Furina? Like she's I think she's an actress or whatever. Like she doesn't do like off Broadway like I did, but like I heard that she was like doing some sort of like role for like a couple years. That is not what you said.
I see. I knew you couldn't have come all this way just to amuse yourselves at my expense. After all, I was once the brightest star in all of Fontaine, well versed in all the various performing arts. A mere musical is well within my capabilities.
Furina, I mean, I wouldn't call like clownery like brightest star.
But given the present circumstances, I'm afraid I must regretfully decline your casting request.
Oh, perfect. Okay, so I'll just do it then. That's fine. We just wanted to offer it for you. Right. Okay, I'll let them know that I'll do it.
How come? It sounds like this would be a breeze for you.
Don't worry about it, Paimon. We've got this.
True, but I have made a decision to retire from the stage.
Oh, I'm sure we could like figure out like, let's see, crying, isolation, bad personality, behavioral therapy by Mio. Okay, I'm gonna talk to her. Okay.
Although I am no longer required to play the role of the Hydro Archon, the time I spent inhabiting that character has left an indelible mark on me.
The Stanislavski technique, yes. It happens to the best of us. I was in Off-Broadway a lot before I became a Mio girl, and I feel as though I still carry a lot of those characters with me.
Centuries of pretending to be a different person changes you completely. I'm not the same person I once was. Of course, that can't be undone now. It's too late, and I have no intention of
Y'all, I'm so
reinventing
sorry. I'm
myself all
going
over
buck
again.
wild on this quest because it's like, it's just really fun.
But at least I can say that I no longer desire to play any new roles.
Hi, Ruben. Welcome. Thank you so much. So glad that you caught it. The streams are obviously much longer than the content that you might see on YouTube, unless you're watching the VOD stuff, but I hope you enjoy your stay.
Paimon can understand, but this is just a one-off part to fill in for someone who's sick. Surely that's okay.
Right, like it's okay, right? I can do it. Like you don't have to worry, you don't have to feel any guilt about it. I know that you really want to impress the people and all that stuff, but you're not the Hydro Archon anymore. You do like mac and cheese and the apartment by yourself. So I totally respect that, and like I can do it for you.
Whether
Thank you,
it's
Pickled.
a one-off or not, it's a boundary that I've committed to no longer cross. If I make an exception to the rule now, I'm just leaving a back door for myself, which would be the same as
Thank
not
you,
having a
Pickled.
boundary in the first place. So I'm not going to perform, and that is that.
Great. I mean, we'll at least fill you in as an understudy. I can see that you're like feeling it out a bit, but I got it.
Okay, guess
Thank
there's
you,
no
Pickled.
convincing you. Well, is there anything else we can do to help out the troupe? Otherwise, they'll just have to disband without any fanfare. Do you know any
I
other
can do it.
actors who might be interested in the role?
Me.
Nope.
Guys, I'm really feeling like you guys aren't like. Thank you, Pickled.
Short and to the point. Okay.
I've never been great at maintaining relationships. Besides, anyone I've ever worked with probably couldn't wait to get rid of me.
Now, Furina, don't start talking about yourself like that. I won't abide by that. You can sit here by yourself eating your macaroni and cheese, not talking to any of the Mio girls, not wanting to take any gigs, being on your little vacation, rotting in your apartment all day long, but you're not going to sit here and talk bad about yourself in front of me. It's not only is it bad energy for you, but it's bad energy for me. If I'm going to be going on stage, I cannot be absorbing that energy for one, and two, you're too pretty and talented to think about yourself like that.
Since I'm just an ordinary person now, they'll probably just laugh in my face if I go asking them for help.
Furina, you're a Mio girl. You're in a custom Mio gown. I'm getting sick of this at this point. I'm gonna be real with you. I'm gonna be real with you. You should probably be on that stage because at this point this is embarrassing. I can't be at coworkers with someone who's eating macaroni and cheese, getting that meal ground all nasty and dirty. It's very good that like we have like repellent fabrics that kind of don't absorb cheap cheese because I know that you have. Don't assume the worst in people, Furina.
True, but I mean, could you even blame them? I show up out of the blue, begging and groveling for their help with a show they won't even get paid for. Oh, no way. I'm dying from embarrassment just thinking about it. Nope, not happening.
You miss every shot you don't take, Furina, and let's be real, you don't have many shots.
Well, is there any...
Have I not made myself clear? You're barking up the wrong tree. I don't want this job, nor do I know of anyone else who would.
Furina, it's a job if you get paid. I'm just saying that.
Sorry. I didn't mean for that to sound so harsh. I wish I could help, really. But if I thought I had the answer to this problem, I would have said so by now.
Okay, Furina. I mean, I said I would do it, but we keep coming back to it. So do you want to do it or not, girl?
It's all right, Furina. Paimon just wanted to make sure we tried everything. Oh, everyone in the troupe will be so disappointed.
Okay, plan B. Furina's really got to eat this macaroni and cheese until she gets to the bottom of it. And I'll be real. I've been in that position too. They say beauty is pain, you know. Every meal girl has been locked up in her room eating macaroni and cheese for a couple weeks, you know, to process it. It's almost like a hibernation. You get all those carbs in your system and then you just like sit in your room. And then once all the carbs leave your body, you're a new meal girl. So plan B, I'll do the show.
Yeah, I guess that's all we can do now. All right then, we'll see you around, Furina.
Toodaloo to you too. I'm going home to take a rest now.
Okay, baby. Thank you for I always appreciate how open you are for talking. I always feel so comfortable just being honest with you, and I appreciate that. I'm gonna stop by for a plate though after rehearsals. Can we do that? Can we do that at least? Can I at least stop by for a plate after rehearsals? Because I do want to check in on you, Furina. I know that you like to just sit by yourself in your room, but like, you can't just be playing Genshin Impact all day by yourself. Macaroni Archon. Girl, Paimon, Furina really needs a vacation. She's all messed up. Aw, hi Snowdo. That's so cute. The little Linny. Hi.
It's too bad, but we have to respect Furina's decision. Maybe the thought of performing brings up too many painful memories now. Huh? What's going on? Are they arguing?
That's besides the point. I'll ask you again. Why did you start looking for a replacement without my consent? When did I tell you I'm going to take a step back?
Drama. Catherine, what's going on? Catherine, what's going on?
You didn't need to say it. We've known each other for how long now? We know the signs. But you never tell us about your illness, even when it's clearly flaring up.
Oh, the actress with an ear.
And that gives you the right to make a decision on my behalf?
The drama. Fontaine is still giving drama.
Shortly after you left, the troupe's lead actress came to the Adventurers Guild. She believes that she's healthy enough to perform.
Catherine in that situation.
Excuse me, but can you both take a moment to discuss something else for now? The adventurer assigned to your commission has returned.
Sorry, I was just dealing with a little misunderstanding. So, how did your conversation with Furina go?
Just as I expected. She's eating macaroni and cheese. Leave her alone, Lowick. She doesn't want to do your little Baroque community theater moment. I'll do it, though.
Sadly, it's a no from her. We tried to persuade her, but she wasn't having it. She doesn't want to play the role for personal reasons.
Now that I think of it, all the responses that I've given in Genshin Impact for like, what, 50 hours now? Maybe Paimon is the level-headed one.
I see. Well, circumstances have changed a little, so maybe that's not such bad news after all. You see, our leading lady has just informed me that she's well enough to make it to the show after all. Staging the musical with the full original cast was always the dream, of course.
So what was the point of all this, Lowick? Were you going to tell me that she didn't know?
Oh, right! Sounds like everything worked itself out then.
Oh my goodness, this is why I don't deal with theater people. It's just up and down. 1 minute I'm doing the show, next minute Furina's doing the show, next minute... Now hold up a second. I see a meal cloth in the distance.
Yeah, she'd be livid. We'd get the scolding of a lifetime.
Paimon, be quiet. I see a meal cloth in the distance, and I smell an unwashed scalp. It smells like a depressed mule girl, and it looks like a depressed mule girl. I think Furina's behind you.
Jeez, is Lady Furina really so harsh with people?
Y'all really need to be quiet right now.
Only joking. Calm down. So, guess we can consider this case closed now, huh?
Yep, I'll do the show.
Despite the fact that we failed to complete the commission, we were still racking our brains for ideas on the way back here.
I know, Paimon, it was so crazy because I was like, I haven't been in off-Broadway in so long. What are the fans going to think? Because they've... you know, I had a stage name and everything. I used to be a brunette. Will they accept me as a legendary blonde?
Look, there's no point arguing with you about this anymore.
What's the
You've made
red
yourself
name?
very clear, so I'll stop looking for a replacement.
I'll do it though, they don't want you.
This is the last chance we have, though. If your illness flares up again, there won't be time to find anyone to replace you.
I just had an epiphany. The meal tea department, led but covertly by Yolanda and covertly by Yolanda and publicly by Charlotte, has two branches of operations. One, the Steambird, our communications channel, and two, Catherine, our main espionage unit. Mio has really thought of it all. Hi, Edu, welcome.
So, are you absolutely sure you'll be able to handle it? The whole team is putting everything they have into this final performance. We have to make sure it goes ahead.
Just give me the script and the music, as well as the backing tracks, and I can do the performance and stuff. Like, I'll rehearse it, and then when she does eventually start to make everything about herself again, I'll go do it.
Yes, I'm completely confident. I've been taking a new medication from the doctor, and it's working brilliantly. I'll definitely be able to tough it out until the performance day.
Oh my goodness, Siegeween has already gotten to work. Gosh. I'm so happy to hear about that. Siegeween and Mio are already off to the races.
I
nice.
share everyone's desire to commemorate all our years as a troupe with a proper farewell show. So the last thing I want is to be left out. Every one of us thinks of this troupe as their home, myself included.
You're right. I'm sorry. I let myself get too worried about the show. I should have asked for your permission first.
All's well that ends well. Sounds like the show will go on.
Paimon, wait a second. I think Furina's selling another one of her ponytails for some Mio tomato sauce, because Lord knows that that's the only tomato sauce that you can get around here that tastes good.
Sure.
Yeah, let me just... I got this, Paimon. Furina? What's going on?
Hey, how did you... I was just passing by because I realized I forgot a couple of items on my shopping list.
You're running out of ponytails, I know. I know that you had at least like 10 extensions when I knew, like when we were working all that stuff with the drowning and whatever. But you're not wearing any today, so is that your last one on that counter right there?
All right, I'm coming. No need to drag me.
Right, we have to start getting your money right, girl. Damsel, thank you for the streak.
Hello.
Oh, that's a subscription notice. Thank you, Damsel, for 7 months. Oh my goodness.
Just now.
How many months have I been streaming? Have we already done a year on Twitch? Thank you, guys.
Furina? Didn't you say you were gonna take a rest at home? What are you doing here?
Paimon.
I was just ever so slightly concerned about the situation you mentioned. Yes, a teensy bit concerned, that's all. When you came to talk with me earlier, I jumped right to explaining my position and said some strongly worded things. And all before I even had a full grasp of the situation.
If there's one thing she's going to do, she's going to lie.
I just feel a bit bad about how it went down. I'm sorry, Paimon.
Furina, you don't have. It's all a key with us Mio girls. We're all just being shady and funny.
Oh, it's totally fine. Paimon didn't take any of that personally.
You really have a knack for asking the most uncomfortable questions, don't you?
Well, you know what? If I didn't, we wouldn't be here talking about your macaroni and cheese and your safe town that you live in. You know? So...
I felt very sheepish, having had a change of heart after flatly refusing you. And then, to make matters worse, you caught me.
I didn't mean that in a bad way. Yeah, she does have to unlearn it. I mean, I get it. I'm being funny, but, like, I get it. She's, like, honestly breaking down. She's lived as a character for 500 years. How on earth is she supposed to reintegrate into society? Like, and honestly, you could see this from many different angles. Like, how on earth is she supposed to... She has been literally method acting for 500 years straight. Come on now.
But in any case, it sounds like the issue has already been resolved.
You should be able to account age and it'll tell you how old your account is. I've been using... This is my Twitch account back when I was 18 years old. I've had this Twitch account since I was 18. I used to stream Vindictus on this account.
Yeah. When they said they were gonna ask for your help, I almost had a heart attack. I mean, how could we be worthy of having Lady Furina star in our show?
There's no need to think like that. And no need to keep addressing me as lady. Just Furina is fine. I was wondering, if this troupe is so important to all of you, why does it have to disband? If the difficulties are purely financial, then there must be a solution. You could put the shows on pause while you look for a sponsor, for instance.
It's like honestly really interesting because she didn't change. I mean, like she did have like certain things, but like her part of her job was to convince people she was an Archon. So really not a lot has changed for her. I mean, I know that some significant things have changed, but like considering the scale of 500 years.
Everyone seems so devoted to the troupe. I'm sure if you keep chipping away, you'll find a way through.
We all want to believe that, but some things are just beyond our control. Everything's been going downhill ever since we lost our director.
Hi Bliss, welcome to the chat.
She was the heart and soul of our troupe. She kept us going.
500 years of method acting, girl, that's a new personality at that point. Yeah, like her whole person's gone, you know?
Her name was O'Reilly, and she was the founder as well as the artistic director of our troupe. And tragically, she was a victim in this serial disappearances case.
I think I knew O'Reilly. O'Reilly was part of the sponsoring division of Fontaine when we had first opened up Mio's borders from Inazuma. We wanted to make sure that we had like some sort of sponsorships in all the nations that we could, because we wanted to spread the message that yes, we're here to make as much money as we possibly can, but we're also here to make sure that the money flows as much as possible within every nation. That explains everything. I was wondering, I was like, how could Mio let local art die like this? It's all making sense.
What?
That's actually how I recognized these two. It was all thanks to their efforts that the true culprit was brought to justice. But still, no sentence can bring
Are you really close to being pickled?
She was a loyal fan of your performances, Miss Furina. They were what first inspired her to get into musical theater. She rallied many people around her who were destitute or had lost their sense of purpose in life, and convinced them to join her troupe. She wrote her own scripts, acted on stage, and mentored each and every one of us.
That's the life of a creative, yes, and that's why I'm so glad that her memory lives on like this, because that's why we asked her to do this, because she pours out creativity, she pours out community.
People loved our performances back then. We seemed to be going from strength to strength. Things were really looking up for us.
Simba, that's very true.
And then disaster struck.
Yeah. After that, the entire troupe fell into disarray. None of us know anything about script writing, let alone how to handle the business side of things. We've been doing the best we can.
Congrats, Blisk.
But despite our efforts, things are slowly but surely falling apart. It's agonizing. But ultimately, we'd rather end things now on our own terms than stick it out to the bitter end and watch all our dreams turn to dust.
I just want to say, I'm looking at all the follow ages and like, for real, y'all. I say it a lot, but I've always wanted to do this, and it's just so crazy to like, I'm like sitting here like having fun, and like this is so fun for me to do, but then like I see some of the follow ages, and it's like, I don't even keep track of time anymore. Like, to me, I've just been doing this like casually for like whatever how long, but it's just so cool that like people like, I don't know, it's cool. Thank y'all.
Oh.
That's so sad.
What a terrible waste. A gifted artist from humble beginnings who achieved so much and no doubt had much more to give. And then her life was so cruelly taken.
Oh, Furina, yeah. That's what we were discussing. Thank you for laying it out like that. That's sad.
I suppose it's fair to say then that this final show, besides being
Thank you,
your
Pickled.
farewell to the stage, is also
I believe in
your
that
final
statement,
gift
Pickled.
for her?
And you want to know how I learned about that statement? The first time I heard that turn of phrase was from Torbjorn in Overwatch like 8 years ago. My boyfriend had first introduced me. One of the first instances, the first time I visited my boyfriend, because we were long distance, like for like 2 years. So like 8 years ago, well, we were like visiting each other, but you get what I'm saying. A long time ago when Overwatch was first coming out, he introduced me to Overwatch, and we were playing it one day, and I was playing as Torbjorn, and Torbjorn has this line, "If you build it, they will die." And I was like, what does that mean? That sounds so weird. It doesn't even make sense. It doesn't roll off the tongue. He was like, oh, it's like, if you build it, they will come. That's the saying. And then I Googled it, and I was like, oh. That's what I'm saying. Video games are really useful
Yes,
for people like me
exactly.
who don't read.
We all miss her terribly.
This is my sign of by full Final Fantasy XIV.
Well, good thing I followed the traveler here. After hearing this tragic tale, I can no longer stand by and do nothing.
Furina.
Paimon, shh. We're about to, you know me, I wanted the role, but we're about to witness. We're about to witness. A star is born today.
I know what you're thinking, but I by no means plan to cross the boundary I've set for myself. Besides, they're no longer looking for a replacement anyway. I can, however, provide some artistic guidance from the vantage point of a
Okay.
highly experienced audience member.
Wait a minute. This is so perfect for you, Furina, as a retired Archon. Consultations by Mio. Consultations by Mio.
But only if you feel this is something that would help, of course.
Oh, most definitely. We'll take any guidance that you can give.
We unfortunately don't have any budget for a consultant, though. Will that be a problem?
I don't need any compensation. All I'd ask in return, if you're willing, is that you tell me some more about the life and work of your late director.
Ooh, Furina's using this as an opportunity to write her own one-woman show stage play. Furina, I'll email Mio. We're gonna get if you really promise to finish this out and don't get distracted playing Genshin Impact eating macaroni and cheese in your apartment, I'll talk to Mio. We can get the funding. One-woman show. Yeah.
Something I've begun to realize since my departure from the Opera Epicles is that there's a lot you don't see when you observe
Gem.
everything from on high.
Moderations by Mio is like ignoring Gem.
The law only judges criminal behavior and does not weigh human emotion. The court's verdict can settle the question of criminal liability, but what about all the unresolved emotions of the parties involved? What happens to them?
We're gonna use Gem's follow age as or Jem or Josu, whoever's got the highest, we'll use yours as my account age. So when you guys hit 12 months, that's when we'll know we've hit a year, because y'all know that I can't keep track of time. Okay, what about all the unresolved emotions of the parties involved? What happens to them? They come pouring out and flow away into infinity.
An interesting answer. But if you ask me, I think all emotion shall ultimately return home to the heart and slowly settle with the passage of time. Take, par exemple, how this troupe pines for their late director. Things such as this I have never witnessed before, and so I should like to observe, perchance to understand.
Huh. Still a fan of your old dramatic monologues then, huh? You just want to get back in on the action, don't you?
Let's start rehearsing, everybody. Let's start rehearsing. Let's pound the pavement.
No. This is a completely different situation. Pearls before swine.
The name's not Swine, it's Paimon!
Would you be willing to join me? Come on, take a break from adventuring to listen to a story.
Especially since it's... Oh, wait. That's not a... Since it's you, I'll do it.
Thank you all so much. Our director was a huge fan of Miss Furina's performances, as, of course, we all are.
Mine would have been longer, but I didn't start following until Fawn officially debuted as Twitch. Oh, right. I was, like, doing secret stuff, wasn't I? I don't think I can do it. What if I'm following myself? Yeah, I can't do it.
All right, follow me. We'll go to our usual practice space. Please excuse the size. It's a little on the smaller side.
Yeah, I've never followed Fawn. I honestly think that she is the ugliest woman I've ever seen in my life. She's so annoying. She's always saying like girly pop, and like such a tired thing. I think we should retire girly pop by now. She's an idiot, and every time I see her, I want to throw up. I think it's very tired. I've been waiting for an excuse to cancel. You're literally obsessed. You wish. Now, why is my B pose is nasty? Come on. Look at the claw. She's giving Spider-Man. Giving Ballora. Oh, this is charming.
Lady Furina?
What's Lady Furina doing here?
No, honestly, y'all, I know that some people don't like community theater. I love community theater. I'm a proponent. When I did Rent as Angel in community theater. Oh wait, my alarm going off. They served wine at the theater, so like people would show up and like drink some wine and watch the show. It's such a fun environment when it's like a closed, tiny space.
Hello all. Allow me to explain. As of today, Lady...
My first VOD was
Miss
posted 11
Furina
months and 9 days
will
ago.
be supporting our production of The Little Oceanid in the role of artistic consultant. These two over here are the ones that made it possible.
Okay, Jen, bye.
They kindly reached out to Miss Furina on our behalf.
Today
I'm
for
sure
you.
They need no introduction.
Can you imagine being in your little community theater studio and stunning, world-renowned actress Northwest walks? This is my Northwest impression, because that made me mad. the amount of work that I do, and she gets to get up on stage with all those back dancers. I just can't wait to be king. Dad, isn't this so stupid? Northwest seems like a brat to me. I don't care. Maybe that's my parasocial relationship, and I should not be talking about a child like that, but she gives me very bad vibes.
You bet! That was the trial of the century!
You helped bring our director's murderer to justice. We can't thank you enough.
Oh, please don't mention
But
it.
honestly,
We're
Kanye
here
West
to
gives
join
me
in on
bad
the
vibes too.
So
Maybe that's
you
what it
were
is.
saying the little Oceanid?
The way people work for decades to play Simba, exactly. Like Simba is like, especially for in theater. I mean, it's getting better now, but back in the day, Simba used to be the only role that like people of color who were a tenor could play. Or, you know, like it's like Simba is like one of those dream roles. So like that's why people were seething when they saw that, because that was like nepotism at its finest.
Yeah, that's the name of our final show. It's an unfinished script left behind by our director. One of our greatest regrets
I
is
mean,
that she never
obviously
got to
North
complete it.
is
So
a
if we
person
can
of
bring it to
color,
the
but you get what I'm
stage
saying,
and
like
make it a successful
that's a very
show,
valuable
we can all
role
take
to the
some solace
community.
in that.
Wait, but if it's not finished, then...
Finding an actress to play Little Ocean.
Yeah.
Okay, let me pay
We've
attention.
been battling issues on every front, trying to realize this dream. Anyway, let me give you a quick summary of what the story's all about. The protagonist of the story is a young Oceanid who transforms herself into human form, despite the protests of her family. She longed to live just like any other human. And sure enough, she found friendship and even love. Everything seemed perfect. But one day, her true identity was exposed, and her world came crashing down around her.
So far, so good. A classic tale. What happened after that?
That's one of the issues we've been trying to deal with. Unfortunately, this was as far as the director got with her script. We need a proper ending so we can bring this musical to the stage. But people have different opinions on which direction to take it in.
I know where to take it. I think I know where to take this story.
We still haven't decided between a happy ending or a true-to-life tragedy.
John, thank you so much for coming over from YouTube. I just want to say to all the people who are watching the VOD YouTube as well as my main YouTube channel, the energy that y'all are giving me is so fun, and the Discord girlies are giving me some good energy too. I'm so excited about what we can do with YouTube. YouTube is a very rewarding platform for creators, and like honestly, any creators out there who want to like get some like maybe some advice or something, or like want to ask me, like poke my brain for like what I've learned, because I know some people do that. Feel free to, because I do think that YouTube, because of the advent of TikTok, I mean, John, I just want to say thank you, but now I'm going to start yapping about something. Because of TikTok with the ban thing and TikTok's weird way of monetizing and stuff, TikTok is really great for marketing, and I will never, ever, ever regret marketing on TikTok, and I still think it's very valuable for me. But YouTube is where the money's at. YouTube legitimately values my videos like 500% more than TikTok does. You know? So... yeah, but thank you. So glad. The YouTube is so exciting because I'm starting to notice that the Twitch is starting to grow too, and like that's what I like. I like when I put something out and I'm able to like find people to be able to come in and like match our freak, you know?
By true to life, you mean the director's sudden disappearance?
Yeah, like they say, truth is stranger than fiction. But then
yes,
there's
exactly,
the question
Kit.
of
That's
whether
exactly
we
what it is,
really want to
Kit.
use the stage to pass our raw pain onto the audience.
When can we become channel members? When I figure out how to give you guys rewards. I don't know what rewards to give you. It's just a video of me smiling. Thank you. Thank you.
Exactly. A lot of the time, people come to watch a show just hoping for some light entertainment. We have to consider their emotional stake in this, not just our own. And one last thing. We're still waiting
Thank
on
you,
confirmation
Leon.
from two of our main actors. The first is Paulo, who plays the protagonist's lover. He's locked himself away to focus on writing an ending for the script. But the deadline's passed, and we still haven't heard from him. The other is Villemont, who plays the main
So y'all have
antagonist.
3 days to put a
He
show
took the
together.
director's death pretty hard. Hasn't set
This
foot
is
in the
Water.
city
Are you
since.
in here? Water, this is what you're going through right now. I know it for this Girly Pop Cup. You got 3 days to put a show together, and you got 7 drag queens who, where are they at? What?
He did write to us, promising
Emotes,
that he'll be
a
there
little
for the
icon
final
beside their name.
performance,
Oh, okay.
But we haven't seen or heard from him since, so we're not really sure what to make of that.
I'll be a third of the way through this quest. Okay, I'd be happy to see you finish the quest tonight, but just FYI, once you finish this scene, you'll have a stopping point, and it will be. Can I just keep going? I want to keep going for like at least an hour.
Huh.
Oh yes, I'm excited for Doncho Reese. Welcome to the chat.
Now
I was
that we
working
have
on
Miss Furina helping us,
some characters
maybe
in
we
the
should take the
benchmark.
opportunity to get everyone back together.
What opportunity? What do you mean?
Maybe you're unaware, but your name has always been like a rallying cry for us.
Our director was constantly singing your praises. All of us look up to you as a role model.
Make the reward a video of you dancing to Magnetic, and then you holding a sign that says thank you, but you holding it for 3 minutes, just staring at the camera. Thank you for the bits.
You're making me all flustered. Although, not in a bad way. I suspect the reason they're
Play with
dragging
character
their
creations?
feet is
Really?
that they have their doubts about whether the show
I'll
will
tell you guys
really
after
go
this
ahead,
scene what I'm thinking of.
considering all the issues you've been facing. But one by one, all the obstacles are being removed. Now is the time to rally the troops.
Comment, I'm going to make an announcement on the Discord tonight of all the details about where you can watch and what we can do, because I don't know the full details either. I have to go look at everything.
Makes sense. Okay, priority number 1, let's check in with Paulo and see where he's at with the ending. He went back to Poisson a few days ago, said that staying in a friend's home might help him to relax and escape the feeling of isolation.
I thought the last thing his friend would want right now would be to take visitors, given that Poisson was flooded not too long ago. But I guess it's the opposite. A friend in need and all that.
Yeah, maybe he could use some company.
Poisson?
Oh god. Furina, is something wrong, Furina?
Nothing. I suppose my presence will be indispensable if we are to restore his faith in the show. So, allons-y. To Poisson!
Allons-y, 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 allons-y. So right, I have a video planned. I don't know if I was doing recording on Sunday, but now I'm realizing that I don't have time to. I'm gonna do some recording. I want to do a glamour video of making a new glamour on 14. I have this idea. I want to do the gold wings, and I want to like sort of document my process and talk about like what I'm doing. I want to do one for Yuna, Riku, and Pain, and I want to do a Dark Knight, Machinist, and Thief, or not Thief, but Ninja glamour. But I want to do a video of it. I don't really know how it's going to be formatted, but like I kind of want to see if that like is something I can explore on the YouTube. Furina is really charming. She's whimsical. House of the Dragon. I've been wanting to do a watch party, but I haven't put one together.
This is where he's staying.
Who is it?
It's me. Is the script ready?
You came all the way here for that?
All right. Forget that for now. Just come on out. We've got some great news.
Nice try. Look, just give me some time, okay? I'm just wrapping up this last part of the script.
Can we watch Moana? I'll cry.
Okay then. Looking forward to your masterpiece.
So, as expected, he's missed the deadline.
The ending is one of the most important parts
Right,
of the
Wolf?
show.
It's like crazy. It's a full-on like visual novel. Like there's hours of visual novel. This is like an optional visual novel that you don't even have to touch.
Even once he's done, it isn't final until we've all had the chance to read through and make sure we agree on it.
Someone told me they'd just seen you in Poisson. I assumed it was a case of mistaken identity, but sure enough, here you are. And Furina, too.
Hi, Navia.
I was wondering if we might run into her.
Oh, God. See, what's up with Meal Girls? Hi, Vike. What's up with Meal Girls? Meal Girls are always really catty with Furina.
So, you're here for Paolo? Looks like he could be a while, so feel free to take a stroll around town in the meantime. I've made all the arrangements already.
They want to be her?
It's okay. We can just wait here.
Thank you for being so considerate, Miss Navia. That sounds wonderful. We'll take that stroll. Get over here, you! How oblivious are you?
Yeah, let Meal Girls talk.
How are things in Poisson now? Any better?
Oh, this is a serious conversation. I bet Navia is going to be very great. What's the word? Not graceful. She'll be nice about
Things
it.
are on the mend, but it's a slow process. Some people may never recover from the trauma they experienced.
I'm sorry to hear that. I wish there was something I could do.
Please.
Cordial,
must our
gracious, gracious,
conversations
gracious.
Take
Yes.
such a depressing turn every time we meet.
Is it gracious? I don't know.
We
Y'all
all
get what I'm
have
saying.
painful memories, but we don't have to let them cloud everything we do.
Well, the thing is like the misconception that Furina has is I think pretty much all the characters understand that like this was not Furina's fault.
And if you're trying to make a new start, perhaps it's best if you don't bring up the past all the time.
Right. See, no, I actually believe in this a lot. Like you have to learn to forgive and forget sometimes, because one thing, I don't know if anybody sometimes I'd be talking and then people will actually weigh in and say, I'm a licensed therapist, so y'all can weigh in, correct me anytime I'm saying something weird. But from what I understand, because y'all know that I like to listen to like behavioral therapy, like audiobooks and stuff sometimes, one thing that people tend to do as a coping mechanism is create their own narrative. And like that can be dangerous because I know for me, like sometimes I can create a narrative that's really negative, and like I have like abandonment issues from like as a child. Like it's not an issue now, but like I do sometimes like have this idea in my head like, oh, nobody wants me around, oh, I'm inconveniencing people, oh, I'm being like irritating or something like that. But like that's my own narrative, and I go through my whole week with that narrative, and it's never checked because it's going on in my head, and it's like based off of stuff in the past that has nothing to do with the present. So
Thank you for your words of comfort. You make a very good point. But for now, at least, I think I should stay with the way I'm feeling for a while longer.
It's okay. These things take time. Moving on from a
Therapy by
painful
Mio.
experience is easier said than done. Which brings me to why I'm here. I thought you should probably know that not everyone here
a
is
master's
ready
in
to
therapy,
forgive
we
and
often create
forget
narratives to cope,
after the Hydro
but also the
Archon's
ego is
inaction
fragile
in the
and
face
forms
of
identity from
catastrophe.
experience. It's very hard for us to break out of it when we are unconscious to it, so harmful narratives can become habitual reactions. Yes. Yes, that's a much better way of saying it.
To avoid upsetting the peace, I told the townspeople that everyone here is a member of the theater troupe, and that you are just an actress playing the role of Furina. It's not a perfect solution, but hopefully it means
thank you
won't
for
have to
10
lie low
streaks,
while you're
Mom.
here.
That's so thoughtful of you, Navia.
Well, what do you expect? I am the courageous and considerate president of Spina di Rosula, after all, like my father before me. Anyway, that was all. Look after her now.
Thank you. See, this is just going to be Furina learning that everyone's forgiving, or like, but also like, is there really I don't feel like Furina has to apologize. I think it shows a lot about her character that she feels as though she wants to take accountability for it, but it wasn't even her fault.
I don't have any friends that I can be frank and honest with. So maybe
right.
she's right.
Awesome.
You're the closest
Well,
thing to friends that I have.
I feel like, I don't know, I feel like Navia might be like knowing that something's up, you know? Like, I think Navia, I don't know, I feel like Navia can clock something's going on, but she's like, maybe that's like outside of my wheelhouse. Focalor needs to come. Focalor is the real one who needs to come over and apologize to people. But I guess she did give them like real human life.
I'm so grateful that Miss Navia was so understanding. To be perfectly honest, I didn't know if I was ready to meet her. It's always easiest to just run away from your problems, but that never fixes anything. You can't get around the obstacles without facing them.
This is like, honestly, this is like a real thing. Like, I feel like we've all had like moments where we've had to be really humble. Like, I don't think Furina really is like in the wrong here, in my opinion, but I feel like we've all had moments where we have been in the wrong and we've had to apologize, and it is like quite humbling and vulnerable and embarrassing. But the nice thing is like, if you have people around you who care about you, you're allowed to be ugly in front of them. And like, I guess like with Furina, she doesn't like the idea of rejection. Like at the beginning when we were talking to her, she didn't want to do it because, one, she wants to take a break, obviously, but also she mentioned like, what if they say no? I relate to that. I relate to just like, maybe let's just not mention it so I don't feel embarrassed.
So that's why you were nervous when they brought up Poisson.
Yeah. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't scared of coming back here.
The drops ain't worth it. I'm sorry, Portal.
Still, I felt it was something I had to do. As I was saying before, I want to see for myself the things that I never could in the past. I'd be overjoyed if the people here could find it in their hearts to forgive me. But they're more likely to unleash a tirade of vitriol against me. Which, of course, I completely understand and accept.
Imagine logging into Twitch for 30 primos. Girl, we're here to have fun. We're just having fun. The primos are a bonus, baby.
Yeah, I can tell people are watching me. I'm sure some people here see the idea of someone coming to Poisson dressed as the Hydra Archon as extremely disrespectful.
I mean, you can definitely get where Poisson's coming from, though, right? Because, like, there's a lot of pain there.
I used to be terrified of the gaze of other people, especially when they had suspicion or resentment in their eyes. I guess I wasn't quite ready for this after all.
That's the only thing showing up in pride.
I'm not surprised you're making yourself go through all of this.
This is called exposure therapy, Paimon.
What do you mean by that? You expected
Bye,
me to
Nova.
just keep running and hiding
Thank you for
from
hanging
my
out.
responsibility forever?
Look! There seems to be a crowd gathering over there.
Probably time we made a move.
You're still terrified of the gaze? I'm terrified of... It depends
How about
on,
we
like,
check out
what
Spina di
situation
Rasulah
it's in.
We should
But I'm
have
also
a
just,
view
like,
of the whole
socially...
of
I have
Poisson from there.
social anxiety. For the most part, I'm, like, over it, but there's still some moments where I'm just like, ooh. I discovered this new technique that's kind of helped me a little bit. I don't know if it will help everybody, but it just helps me. When I get like anxious, and I can notice that like I'm just like getting like in my head and like, I don't know, like I can feel it in my chest. I like pinch my elbow and I just think about my elbow. And then I forget how my chest feels and then I feel better. Vincenzo. Yes, yes, Vincenzo. Right, we do need some... Have you ever considered theater? We need some crew members. You look like you could lift a lot of things for like props and like stage and stuff like that. Yeah, I'll hit you up. My sleep paralysis demon is just a tweet from LA with $5 in your bank account. The amount of them that leave really nasty comments on my TikTok is sickening.
I'm sorry. You probably just wanted a relaxing stroll.
Tyson, that was for
And
the people who joined
here I am
late.
dumping all this heavy stuff on you.
We don't mind. It's actually refreshing to see a different side of you.
Great. Well, I appreciate your company, so please don't disappear just yet. I don't know whether you can tell, but the years of suffering
Furina
and
over
loneliness aren't
apologizing.
the only reason I have a hard time facing up to who I used to be.
Speaking of apologizing, I found this one essay that got recommended to me and I saved it for later. I'm gonna feel it out because I don't know if it's making a generalized statement or if it's trying to make like a sort of like clickbait to like open up a bigger conversation. But the title was, "Why Do Women Say Sorry So Much?" I was like, ooh, I obviously don't think about that, but I was like, that's an interesting thing to, my INTP brain was like, oh. Explain that perspective a little bit more, because I've never heard that.
As I stand here by the ship,
It was a woman saying it, so that's why I was like, oh,
out of my mind.
that's interesting.
One after another, people were taken by the water. All those treasured lives and memories washed out of existence in an instant.
Pickle, that's exactly why I was interested, because I was raised by exclusively women. Like literally I had my grandfather and that was it. Everyone else was a woman who raised me. And I say sorry a lot to the point where like I've had people be like, stop saying sorry. Like, why do you say sorry so much? And I was like, oh, okay.
They thought their God would protect them. They had absolute faith that when disaster struck, a divine power would save them from harm. And all the while, I played my part to perfection to convince them that was true. But then the floodwaters finally came, and the Hydro Archon did nothing.
You shouldn't look at it like that. You were only doing your duty.
Don't be so harsh on yourself. I do think, like, Comet, I get it. Like, we're kind of like treading in waters that we already know about, because y'all saw me, I was crying and like analyzing and everything, and then I posted that whole video. I feel like I've covered these parts of Furina's character and I understand that, but I do appreciate them taking us down this sort of lane to like really verbalize it all, because it would have been exhausting to explore it in the Archon quest. By the time we got to the end of the Archon quest, I was like, so literally, this is why I was saying that the Archon quest is like one of the best video game writings ever, because after I finished that, I like felt emotionally like almost exhausted because it was so good. Yeah, it drains you. So I feel like having it be like an optional thing to take it on after the fact is a much better pacing.
I've had to go through so many moments like that for the sake of protecting the truth. As time went on, it got harder and harder to bear, and I became more lonely and isolated. Eventually, I realized I had nothing left except the truth. I became terrified of completely failing in my task, and was haunted by the thought of being left all alone, weeping on my throne.
You two, Portal, please, before you like do like an insult or something, please learn grammar. It makes you look very, very stupid and like sad and ignorant. Like you don't like, it's like almost like your brain can't conceptualize the fact that your ego makes you look like a complete clown. Please learn to spell before you come into my chat acting that way. Don't ban him, just let him sit there and be stupid, because we're having a fun time today.
Fortunately, we were able to avoid the worst case scenario thanks to
like you were literally in here dealing with someone that you don't like for 30 primos. Tell me you're broke without telling me you're broke. There's how many streams and you're sitting here watching this one?
And I finally
I'm just saying, I'm not trying to insult. My gayness has nothing to do with how I act. It's called femininity, and you don't like feminine things. Think about your mother, think about your sister, think about your grandmother the next time you come for someone for femininity. My gayness, my boyfriend, the man that I've been with for 10 years that you can't relate to because you're lonely sitting here for 30 primos in a stream that you don't like, has nothing to do with my femininity.
But on some level, freedom also means no longer being needed. I have
another one, thank you.
I would have never imagined you'd see it that way.
A reward?
Yes. Okay.
I guess so. And back then, I didn't even
Another one,
dare to
thank you.
dream about having someone to confide in. I was scared.
Don't come for me.
Me for who I
Don't come for
was.
me in my domain, baby.
I swore to protect. Believe in the Furina you see on stage.
Hey, girlie, hold
She
still.
is the one you can trust. I had to keep
How many people were scared?
all my curiosity about life to
I was
myself.
really scared.
No one could be
You
allowed
look like
to know.
Rocky Balboa. Baby, who cares what I look like? Like I said, I have a man who thinks that I look like an angel princess. What do you look like, Portal? Like, let's keep going. Like, I can keep going because everyone here is laughing at you. You're the entertainment right now. You are literally so lost that you're sitting in a chat of 70 people trying to prove a point.
That's what I really meant when I said I'm no good at maintaining relationships.
So that's where you were coming from. Paimon totally thought you were just a bit of a diva at heart.
Could you please get off my case? I don't know what's gotten into you today. I'm making an effort here. You could at least try to do the same. I do. I once had nothing but the truth, and now I'm finally free to live my own life again. And even though I have no idea where I'm going right now, at least the choice is in my hands. All right, it's about time to head back. Paulo should have finished the ending by now.
Sure. Okay, let's head back and check it out.
Who knows, Shanti? Who knows? It's just wild. I don't care. I don't care. Their parents probably failed them. There's a thing called self-awareness, and you have to learn it. And I hope that people have the privilege of not learning it the hard way. Hopefully, this safe space on a Twitch chat can teach them that maybe they shouldn't open their mouth and be rude for no reason.
You're supposed to be cutting down on fried foods, not wolfing down copious quantities of fish and chips. You know?
It's just like sitting on their iPads watching like Kick and Andrew Tate all day long has literally made them like not even notice that human beings exist.
Come on. It's not every day we get to dine at Spina di Rosula's expense. Can you believe how generous she is? I'm not about to pass on free food. Anyway, my character doesn't need to be slim and good looking. That's your job.
Sliving? Oh, slim and good looking. I heard sliving.
Are you kidding me right now? It's not your character's health I'm worried about, it's yours. I've spent my whole life battling the effects of ill health, and it kills me to watch you willingly ruin yours by filling yourself up with junk all the time.
You know, Portal, I could say yes because like I said, I'm in a 10-year relationship and I had a really great evening today before my stream. But see, I don't know how old you are, so that's where I'm going to stop it.
Oh no, looks like they're arguing again. We're back! Could you maybe put your differences aside for a moment?
I mean, sorry. I'm sorry.
been
The Aries
enjoying
is coming
Spina
out.
di
Let's go ahead and
Rosula's
ban him
VIP
because now I'm starting to
treatment
get
in your
nasty. Linguini burp. And because now I'm starting to get nasty. Wait, let me open up my chat. I always have to open up like my chat. Where's he at? You ain't getting primos. Go beg your mommy.
How many people were scared?
Ah, no primos. Ah.
Paulo's nearly done. We shouldn't have to wait too much longer.
Great! So you were discussing your characters, right? We heard she's playing the Oceanid who turns into a human girl. What about you?
A whole new context to that emo, that redeem. The amount of girly pop energy you're radiating is too intense to me. I can no longer exist in this plane of games.
Me? I'm an Oceanid too.
originally supposed to take the form of a crane, but he outgrew that role. Well, the costume at least. So now he's playing the boar instead.
Sorry.
The boar's not a bad character, actually. He's the one who raises the little Oceanid, yes?
I'm sorry, guys. I honestly feel a little bit embarrassed because I do try to like keep like composure and not give people energy like that, but it came at me at the wrong angle. I apologize for being messy. I know that's not representative of the community that I've tried to build.
That's right. He has some pretty memorable lines too, like when he imparts some solemn words of wisdom to the little Oceanid. If you become human,
Yeah,
you
I
can
did get my
reveal
lick
your
back.
secret to no one. You will face suffering and loneliness. Is this truly what you want?
Wait, that sounds kind of familiar.
It's the most important line in the whole script. I think it's a symbolic statement about our director's life and legacy. She kept quiet about all the trials and tribulations she faced in running our troupe, allowing us to devote ourselves fully to performing.
Well, thank you guys for understanding. I know that you guys understand, but I still just want to let you guys know that I'm not, you know.
It was only after she was gone that we realized how tough her job really was.
You mentioned earlier that the troupe is like your home.
Yeah. I was born with an incurable illness.
I need to go watch that video. You're right,
and
Brian.
Once my family found out it couldn't be treated, I spent some years taking whatever work I could find and trying to manage my illness with various medicines. But whenever I had a bad flare-up, I'd be lying in an alleyway for days at a time. It was like that until the director found me one day. She told me I had a great voice and asked if I was interested in studying singing from her. I said yes.
We've all been there in theater, right? When the theater teacher says you have a great voice and then suddenly you go major in musical theater and drop out in a semester and you don't have any career goals.
She took me under her wing, taught me to both sing and act, helped me find Mora for my meds,
Damn,
took care of me when my condition decided to flare up. I know it was all a huge burden on her.
I love how you just completely ignored Paimon trauma shaming Furina. Well, I'm glad I missed that part because that would have made me mad too. If it was coming from both sides, psychologically, it would have gotten a little bit crazy.
She sounds
Hi,
like
Cam.
a really incredible person.
She really was. She gave everything she had to her troupe and the people in it. All of us were so proud to call her our director. I was a lost child too when she found me.
What's up, Kale?
As the child of a murderer. My parents weren't around when I was little, so I got sent to an orphanage. The other kids were always picking
Am I bumping
fights
that?
with me. They'd say things like, "Come on, you must be
Well,
pretty tough
well,
if you're the
yes.
son of a murderer."
Bumping that?
It was just to taunt me, though. I was an easy target, and they knew it. One day, I got beaten up so bad that I just couldn't take it anymore, so I ran away. I lost all faith in humanity by that point. Thought the whole world was out to get me.
Let me guess. Fortunately, the next person you ran into was the director.
Shout out to NU. Everybody go follow NU at NU on Instagram.
Yeah. For the first time in my life, I was somewhere I felt safe. And I promised myself I'd stay here until the day the group parted ways.
The day you hoped would never come.
Oh.
How times change.
No, because I love a brooding writer. You know? I would never pursue one because I appreciate my peace, but I love to like observe a brooding writer.
Oh,
That's number 3.
you're finally done? Get your butt over
It might
here.
be, damsel.
There's someone I need to introduce you to. This is our new artistic consultant, Miss Furina.
I remember being in literature class, like we were having to analyze Edgar Allan Poe, and like I was the only one who did it because I was the only gay one in class. And I'm kidding. You don't have to be gay to like literature, but I was like, you know, like I don't really care. Like he's just talking about some chick and he's like sad or whatever, but like he has a really beautiful way with dark words.
Furina, The Furina? Oh my god, how did you manage to wrangle that?
Please, the honor is all mine. I was profoundly moved to hear about your troupe and your wonderful director. I just wanted to do something to help.
Hi, you.
Same here.
Oh my god, literally.
Even so, this is just... Oh, wow. I'm sorry. I'll try to calm down. Now, where was I?
Oh, so now he changed. He switched up because Furina's here. He's gonna get famous now, huh?
Ah, yes, the script, of course. Let me give you a rundown of how the story unfolds in my version of the script.
Right, damsel. I was like, it's like Edgar Allan Poe was like so like beatnik coded. Like it was so like wasn't Poe in that era? I can't remember what era Poe was in. Poe in my brain was this is gonna make me sound really ignorant. I'm so sorry. Poe in my brain was either a writer in like the 1870s or the 1950s. But when I read his stuff, I was like, I get it. I get the vibe. It's like not my aesthetic, but I get the vibe for sure.
I'm sure you're already familiar with the beginning.
He's giving the dangle milk seller.
A little
He
Oceana
is.
decides she wants to become a human against the wishes of her family. She finds love and friendship in the bustling city. But then, disaster strikes.
I spy with my little eye. Oh man, I wish Portal was here. He would have loved these two. I know what they are. I know what they are. Happy Pride, you two!
The people start to notice that all the fresh water in the surrounding area is slowly disappearing. The soil is becoming arid, plants and flowers are withering, and the people begin to panic. The little Oceanid, Cleo, and her lover decide to do something about it and investigate the truth of the matter together.
Disney could never. Disney could never.
In the end, they discover that all the waste and pollution created by humans over the years has caused the fresh water to flee the land, as if driven by a consciousness of its own.
No, because what if they did The Little Mermaid? Like, they did like another little, because you know they've done like 10 already. What if they did another Little Mermaid and it was like actually like an environmentalist, like drama? That would have been so, I would have lived for that camp. Like if they started, it would have been they would have started it off, she would have gotten married and everything, but instead of like the happy ending, she's like, there's a twist and she's like, I actually have an ulterior motive to all of this. I'm trying to save the ocean. That would have been cool. We should explore that one, Disney.
Consciousness? You mean the water is sentient?
Water as a conscious entity. There's actually quite a few stories that explore this theme.
I was about to say, Furina, that sounds a little... I wasn't going to say nothing in front of the Poisson people, but...
Since the little Oceanid is a water spirit, she immediately understands how the water is feeling. She then tells her lover about her true identity, as well as the truth behind the crisis. Her lover accepts her for who she is, and works with her to find a way to bring the water back. However, unbeknownst to them, there were some people eavesdropping when she revealed her secret.
Because, like, we can all relate to being, like, young and just, like, sort of leaving our entire life behind for just some guy on a beach who has, like, you know, shaggy, dark hair and blue eyes. And he's just, like, you know, he's got, like, money and, like, he's handsome and stuff. And, like, we kind of, like, go through that for a few years and then we eventually have to drop them because the ocean needs our help. Like, it was fun. You know, we had our little Lana Del Rey moment, but it's just so unrealistic. Well, some people do actually get that happy ever after, and I'm happy for them. Some people do like fall in love really, really young, and then it's just like a-okay. So good for them.
The little Oceanid is accused of being directly responsible for driving the water away, and faces the greatest dilemma of her life.
Oh, thank you, Pickle.
And then?
In the end, she makes the brave decision to sacrifice herself to save her lover and the rest of humanity.
That is kind of iconic. I think, Hoyo, I know y'all are, I don't... Oh my god. They're watching me. But Hoyo, I know y'all are watching, right? I'm just assuming because this is an event and they have to review the footage to make sure I get my rewards. I know y'all are watching. I know that I just read like some like 14-year-old who was being mean to me. But this is a good story. Y'all need to get, I know that y'all have money. Y'all need to like get your people to contact Disney's people. This is something. Y'all don't have to call it the Little Mermaid. Y'all could call it something else. But I think the girly pops would like this. I think that your audience would like this concept.
Huh? But didn't they all treat Cleo like a villain? Why would she want to save them after that?
Well, she mainly wanted to save her lover, plus everyone who'd stood up for her.
The little Oceanid. The petite siren.
Through her love for her human partner, she was able to find an even greater love, one that extended to all of humanity. Surely the biggest strength of Cleo's character.
Honestly though, if we found out that there was like a high budget Hollywood film coming out called The Petite Siren, and it was an environmentalist film about a young mermaid risking her entire life to save the ocean, I really think that that would be a box office hit. That is like so for the culture. Like,
There's actually something else that bothers me.
so frustrated with Riot client right now that I'm just saving Final Fantasy 14 for tomorrow. There's no reason for it to be so hard to delete. Oh, are you like playing through a launcher? I would always recommend just playing the game. Tote's not Portal. It's the barber for me. I'm trying to imagine the tired Horrorverse employee watching this, hearing Girly Pop and Slay, and you and you reading Furina. I hope it gives them a little energy. I hope it's something a little bit different. This just in breaking me on news. During the most recent Fawn stream, one of our beloved petty streamers just got infiltrated by an MLO soldier called Portal Master 01. We will make sure security will never allow this incident again. The minuscule Corsola, a Pokemon Disney collab. The Petite Siren becomes a Mew production. Can I voice Scuttle the Seagull? Yes. Yes. I'm gonna voice Rock number 2. It'll be an unvoiced role, but I will still get paid.
You know the protagonist is supposed to represent the director, right? And she never had the chance to become a hero in our world. If we're serious about dedicating this show to her memory, we should make the ending as true to life as possible.
Kiss the girl. Yeah, I would eat that up.
What about if the little Oceanid
maybe not the Jamaican
is hounded
accent.
to death by
We'll
people
do
who
just
hate
my
her.
voice.
Her lover makes sure her secret never gets out, and humanity
The town
continues down the
floozy.
path to extinction.
That sounds like too cruel of an ending to me.
Gay accent Sebastian.
And perhaps a little irresponsible to present to the audience.
Do you guys know how like they do like baby stuff, like Baby Mario, Baby Sonic? They should normalize doing like gay stuff. So like gay Sebastian, so I can play gay Sebastian.
That ending would be a perfect mirror to Director Aureli's death, both arbitrary and meaningless. On the day when she went missing, Director Aureli had instructed us all, somewhat out of the blue, to leave the court of Fontaine and wait for her outside the city.
Gay Luigi.
We waited and waited at the
That's just
rendezvous
regular
point,
Sebastian. That's actually true.
but she never came. By the time we returned to the city, she disappeared without a trace.
Sebastian is quite literally Ariel's like gay uncle who's just like, girl, I know that you want to have fun. I'm going to be here to have fun with you. But like, we also have to be aware that like, be safe. Like the uncle who's like playing the auntie role, you know?
We looked for her. The Gardamex looked for her, but she was nowhere to be found. Increasingly, all the signs seemed to point to her being the latest victim in the serial disappearances case.
The director was the kindest soul in the world, yet she was senselessly sacrificed for the sake of a so-called experiment by someone who had nothing to do with her at all.
Right, Wolf.
But doesn't the way she suddenly told you to leave the city suggest that maybe she had some sense of what was about to happen? It almost seems as if she was moving you to safety.
Your local sleep paralysis. I love that, your local sleep paralysis. Hey girlie, welcome to the chat.
I've been trying to follow up on that ever since, but all my efforts so far have turned up nothing. Villemont might know something, but he won't open up to me.
Villemont? The one who's playing the role of the villain?
Yeah. He's been overwhelmed by grief. I think the director's death hit him hardest of all.
Grief? Guilt, more like. Also, I have a hard time imagining that anyone took it harder than me.
Okay, let's not start doing who has more trauma. We all feel things, okay? And all things that people feel are valid. Let's not do that, Polo, okay? The Edgar Allan Poe stuff is really cute. Let's not do that.
Because, well, speaking of the play being true to life, I was deeply, madly
Wolf.
in love with O'Reilly.
Thank you so much, Wolf. That's really sweet.
What? You kept that one quiet.
Y'all know me. My ears perked up when I heard some drama.
It's time to be upfront with you all. No more keeping secrets from each other. We'll never be able to agree on the ending if we can't be honest about how we feel. I did tell her how I felt once, but she turned me down pretty much straight away.
Notice how Paimon got so quiet the moment the tea started getting spilled. All of us, me, Furina, and Paimon are like...
She said that we were all like brothers and sisters to her, and she'd never considered us as potential romantic partners.
Are there dead fish in the background?
Not that it came as a shock or anything. It was what I was expecting to hear. So I told her I'd always be there for the troupe, and I said, maybe one day in the future, when everyone's settled into their own lives and on the up and up, and managing the troupe no longer required her constant attention, well, maybe then she could reconsider what she really wanted in her life.
You know what? This is kind of meta, and I don't know if the translators or even the writers of the original source material knows this, but like there's always that dynamic in theater troupes of like the one guy who is attracted to women ends up dating like one of the girls, but they're always the actors. It's never the writer and the director. I kind of like that. I mean, it's sad for him, but it would be really cute to see like the writer and the director fall in love. That's really cute, I think.
And now, that day will never come.
Oh, Paulo.
So if I'm the one writing this ending, then I'm gonna make sure it does right by O'Reilly. I won't let anyone get in the way of that.
Pickled.
In that case, you have to straighten things out with Villemont once and for all, face to face. We've all had our differences of opinion over the ending, but those two have never seen eye to eye on anything. One of them has to compromise if we're ever going to reach a final decision.
Well, if that's where we're at, looks like it's time to go visit Villemont.
Are you ready to face the truth?
Honestly, I'm slightly terrified. But for the sake of our final performance, I'll do whatever it takes.
People in
Funny
Fontaine
you should
can't get
ask,
anything
though.
done without drama.
You really do get what I'm going through right now.
I certainly do. Come on, everyone. Allons-y!
Furina. This is such a therapeutic hangout quest. Talk about a hangout, right? Me going to hang out with Furina, unpacking 500 years of trauma, as well as getting a bunch of random theater troupes in a community theater to forgive and apologize. This is the final act of the quest. Oh, slay! Let's go. It's okay, Jesu. I think YouTube girlies, please weigh in. If you listened far enough to hear me read Portal, please let me know what you thought about that. This is the experience of being in the musical theater BFA. Actually, when I was in my BFA program, it was like all queer girlies. I still follow some of them on Well, we all found each other on, we didn't all find each other, but I found some of them on TikTok. And even like, there was one girl, we became really good friends, and she was actually like sort of like my guiding light. I think she was like a Leo or something, but she was really like my guiding light because I was like in like literally no money, no family, 18 in the middle of that program. Like I had moved out and everything. I was like far away from family. I had no support. She was my guiding light. Like she like really supported me. She let me stay at her house sometimes because she was living in town and she had like, her parents were quite well off and stuff. And I was always like, girl, I never really thought that like you would have like liked me. Like I never said that, but I always got the feeling. I was like, I don't get it. Years later,
Delphi, are you
that
sure
woman
you can manage in your condition?
is the most sapphic woman I've ever met. The
I
moment
could
she
ask you the
graduated
same
from
question.
college,
Try to keep
the
up.
world opened up for her. And I think my super gayness was kind of like, she was helping me and I was helping her, but we didn't really say it at the time.
Without a roadblock.
Don't you love how the universe works like that? How people come, how someone can cross paths with you for 6 months and have such an impact on your life. And then like you just go apart and that's it.
Don't worry. We should all be fine with the traveler here. We don't need to take a detour. Wait, why are you all looking at me? You're not seriously expecting me to fight, are you?
Well, you are like my main support for my Noelle.
We're just curious, that's all. I don't think anyone's ever seen Furina in a fight before.
And it's coming full circle. I was like Damsel was saying earlier. It's the girls who are out here really like making the moves. Like they're it's like a chess thing. It's like, I don't even know if they know they're doing it, but it's just like the way that you're motivated to just make these moves here and there. You are moving the culture. It's just, that's just how it works.
Yeah, but don't you remember why? The Hydro
That girl's
Archon
name?
willingly
Chapel
gave up
Roan.
all her power so it could be converted into indemnitium. Miss Furina said so herself.
Well, yeah, some directors are crazy. I did have my fair share of crazy directors.
Precisely. And I'm
Okay,
not
Jessie.
even the Hydro Archon anymore, so all my power is gone anyway. As much as it pains me, unfortunately, I should just stay put. I'm more like a damsel in distress more than anything.
Everybody, go follow Damselfly.
That sounded so smug. Ugh, secondhand embarrassment is unbearable.
As they say in Fontaine, c'est la vie.
C'est la vie indeed. Alas, I am forced to watch on helplessly as a more brave and seasoned adventurer than I swoops in to save the day.
As they say in Fontaine, Alonzi.
Aw, too bad. I was so pumped to feast my eyes on fight mode Furina.
Yeah, Simba, she mentioned that.
Sorry to leave all the heavy lifting to you.
Don't worry, piece of cake.
I can't relate because my Furina has a vision. Oh, right. You didn't see this, guys.
Fall in! Rally!
The show must go on.
What's up? Your grand finale. As a good night show.
That's right. That's right. C1 Noelle. Am I C1 Noelle or C2 Noelle? I should be C3.
Someone needs assistance.
Shower me with praise. Let my name be known.
That's why she says shower me, because she sits in her apartment all day after the quest is done.
Stone.
But she doesn't. She's just playing Genshin Impact all day. That's me, honestly, though. Y'all, I know that y'all thought that I was reading Genshin Impact players. That's literally me. Like, the only reason I want y'all to know that the only reason I like even probably have elevated the way that I look, and I'm not saying that I'm like the best looking person, but I am saying that I have put work in, and I feel like I look much more like I don't know, put together since I started doing creation. It's because like I have now like what, 70 people who come and watch me, so I'm like, oh well, I have to get out of bed and do this because if I have to look good.
Leave it all to me. Time to clean up.
Girl, are they just gonna? Anyway, enough with the rotation. Let's just start doing the Noelle thing where we just hit it until it's done. Shower me in praise. The reason her extensions are out is because the macaroni they resemble macaronis too much.
Good show. You certainly live up to your reputation.
What's this?
Yeah, thank you. Anyway, the path is cleared now, so onwards and upwards.
I'm excited for Natland because we're you know what, let's do it. I'm excited for Natland because I'll actually be able to explore and take my time. I'm in Fontaine like, ooh, what's this? No Fawn? Okay, I'll go. I'll go. Right. Well, damsel, you also have like a whole farm and stuff to take care of. I just have like a Discord and a YouTube to take care of, so I can put some concealer on the pig, you know.
Vilma, are you there?
Who am I pulling for next? Siegewein.
Huh? Oh, it's you guys. Wait, what's Lady Furina doing here?
I can explain. We've been rounding up the whole troop. We now have everyone except you.
Sometimes we're like barn animals, so it's pretty similar. I think I'm the barn animal. I think I'm like a rooster, and I start like cawing, and then everyone else starts cawing with me. Did you guys, there's a TikTok page that I'm following of this one girl who has a rooster in her backyard, and she just records it really close to its face, and it screams at the camera. Okay, let's pay attention.
So, you think knowing the truth about the director's disappearance will help you write an ending to the script that pleases everyone?
Caw.
I care just as much as everyone else about making the Little Oceanid a success. That's why I wanted to wait until after the show. If I open this can of worms now, I just don't want to make things difficult between us. We're supposed to be a unit when we're on stage.
Vilma, avoiding the truth will not help anyone. Unless you mean to suggest that Aurelie's death had something to do with you.
I don't want to talk about it.
What's happening? Girl, there's a love triangle. Their director is deceased. There's trauma, there's pain, and we have to put on a show in 3 days. Matt Taro, you're the one with the masters in therapy. That's all I can tell you.
Listen, Vilma. I used to think that my love for Aurelie was a point of shame. I never brought it up to anyone.
We have to put on a full musical in 3 days, and it's not even it's not even finished writing.
But now,
or
I've made up
finalized.
my mind to put it all on the table. I'm prepared to face everything, to sacrifice everything for the sake of the show. The Little Oceanid cannot be complete unless we do justice.
I'm sitting
to
here
Aurelie
hoping
on
that
an
we have the
emotional
sheet
level.
music.
This is why people think of you as not being the smart one. As you all know already, the troupe was kept afloat not from ticket sales, but donations from the audience. Of course, that was nowhere near enough.
Who sent me that? You don't have to out yourself, but thank you. Thank you so much. Portal. It was not Portal.
We took on side jobs when we weren't performing, but even then, the troupe's financial situation was pretty dire.
Whoever you are, thank you.
So, anyway.
Thank you so much, for real.
After the show, a merchant came to me and offered us a huge sponsorship. In return, we just had to provide the audience with.
We will do some pulls before we end today. How's about that? How's about that?
It seemed like a win-win, so I said yes to it on the spot without consulting the director. It was only when the merchant.
Do you save for Siegewein or Whirl on Chlorine?
That I realized.
When did she come out? No. I gotta pay attention.
The drink in question was synth.
Ooh. 25.
Isn't that the
I want
truth held by
Cloran.
the culprit behind the serial disappearances case?
The thing is like I have, okay, before we continue, y'all saw me for 2 banners in a row. I have not gotten a Chi-Chi. Okay, my 50-50, the something's going on. So like that's why I have been pulling on Cloran, because I don't plan on building Cloran. I think she's really cool and I want her in my collection for sure, because she's really cool. But it's like when it's a Siegeweed banner, I want to make sure that I am ready for Siegeweed.
I freaked out when I saw the boxes. And I told the director everything right away. She was completely shocked as well. But she didn't reprimand me for making the decision without consulting her. Instead, she
Oh right, it's
contacted the
Navia.
merchant
That's the
and
nickname I
stated
give
that
her,
the
Chi-Chi.
troupe could not agree to this collaboration. The merchant was furious, berated us for going back on our word, and threatened to sue us for damages. The amount was astronomical. There was no way we'd be able to
That's
pay.
how I'm saying it, Siegewin, because that's how they say it in the game, but it's spelled almost like Sigwin. Sigewinne. She's a little Melusine, the little blue bunny girl.
And then
I was going
She
to
comes
sort
out
it
in
on my
11
own,
days.
but the director stopped me. She said that this was an issue for the whole troupe and it wasn't my fault. But things only got worse from there.
Yeah, Cloran also
The
looks really
synth
fun to
merchant
play.
just wouldn't let up, and then suddenly the director told us all to leave the city one day.
Oh yeah, I could
knew
do
then that
this.
things
Maybe
must have reached
maybe
a
that'll be my
boiling
arc.
point. I admit this whole thing was my mistake. I didn't dare to tell any of you the truth back then, and after the director disappeared, I was even more afraid to say anything. Yeah, I got Aurelie killed. There, I said it. Happy now?
Oh my god, there is so much tea in this little community theater. Like, that's really tragic, but the state of mind I'm in right now, I'm just like very nosy. I know this is, I mean, Wolf, I'm trying not to like keep going back to like my history as theater, but like this is literally how theater people are. Lollipop Chainsaw Repop? Did that just come out?
Hey, don't say that.
You traitor! You knew Aurelie was in danger. Why in God's name didn't you tell us? What do you mean you were afraid? This was a life and death situation. We could have saved her. How could you be so stupid?
Well, Gooey, it's all fun and games. Like, especially in my era of theater, we all were convinced that we were like part of Glee. So it was like we had to have a plot every week.
Please, try not to get too worked up.
Yeah, listen to him. You need to stay calm.
They actually have real trauma to be talking about, but like in real community theater, it's like, you know, so and so, you know, whatever, said something to me at like the cast party after we did
This guy got Aurelie
Little
murdered.
Shop of Horrors.
She was the love of my life. And he has the gall to try and high road us, claiming that he kept his mouth shut for the sake of the show. How about taking some responsibility for what he's done?
All I can say is I'm sorry. Truly.
It does.
I
Wolf.
wanted to apologize to everyone in the troupe, but that won't bring back the director. What good is my apology now?
Oh, Vilmont giving acting. Okay.
I'm just a coward who made an awful, terrible mistake that I can never take back. Beat me up if you want. Kill me if you prefer. It's what I deserve.
Okay. Who's the voice actor? Who's the voice actor? Genshin Impact Vilmont's voice actor. Who voices Vilmont? Somebody on Reddit said, who voices Vilmont? I have to know. Aiden Rudd. Yeah. At Aiden Rudd on X. Shout out to Aiden Rudd. Performance. 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 Yes.
End my life so I can meet the director and apologize to her in person.
Community theater T will be like, so I was running lines with Rebecca in the red. We think that Tony could have put more emotion into this performance of last year's productions of Cabaret. We love him, of course, but it's just something we've noticed.
Get out of my sight! Go! Get lost! I don't ever want to see your face again!
I want to be a voice actor on Genshin. I'm going to be honest and truthful about it. I'm just going to put that out there. Universe, I know I asked for a lot. I'm asking for one more thing.
That's enough! You've screamed and shouted at each other for long enough. Now pipe down, both of you! Can you stop conflating the show on stage with your real-life relationships in the troupe? You keep saying
I want one of the
use this
NPC
final
roles.
performance to pay tribute to your director and celebrate her life. How can you do that if you're just using it as an excuse to vent your own emotions?
Ooh, that's true. Be mindful. Being mindful of what your loved one would want, right?
You're right.
It's hard, though.
I'm sorry.
On stage, the lead role is the focal point of the audience's attention. And you're
Consultations
all
by
used
Mio.
to
Here we
seeing the
go.
director as the heart of the troupe. But in her own life, her greatest desire wasn't to be the center of attention. I can tell how much she loved you
Thank you,
all,
Moth.
and how much she loved the troupe. What she wanted was to build a warm home for all of her brothers and sisters, to shield you all from the storms that rage in the world outside. That's how you should remember her. And that's what
And
you
you know
should be
what?
celebrating.
I know, and girls on the VOD, I know I'm like all over the place today. I don't know what's going on in my head. I'm having a good day, but I'm like quite manic today. Isn't it so interesting that Fontaine is such an opera, such a theatrical like opera, and of course her Furina's hangout quest is all about the beauty of a theater troupe. About that is so the writing in Genshin Impact, man. Oh my god, they just
I understand
one step ahead
why
every
you're trying to
time.
make her the hero of the story.
Thank you, Maud.
Isn't she your hero already? After everything she did for you?
Yeah.
Free game, by the way.
So think hard about what that means. And then think again about what you hope to achieve by arguing with each other. If you really hate each other
That's Genshin's
and
Impact,
can't
right?
reconcile your differences,
They said it from day
then
one.
you could just call it quits now. Why bother with the final performance if the group is already fractured?
You're supposed to be a troupe.
But
Yeah.
you can't bring yourself to do that, can you? You care too much about Director O'Reilly and the home she built you all to let go.
Delphi, don't. We're having a moment.
What are you laughing at? I don't see what's so funny.
Hi, Hunty. I'm good. How are you? My favorite Archon quest, honestly, my favorite Archon quest is Furina. From a design conceptual standpoint, Nahida's my favorite Archon. But Furina is one of the best video game characters ever written. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care.
Sorry, I didn't mean it that way. It's just that, for a moment there, it felt like our director was back with us again. If she'd seen Paulo and Vilmont at each other's throats like that, she would have scolded them exactly like you did, in that same stern voice.
Really? But she sounded like such a gentle person.
Bye, Tyson. I hope that you and your parents have a really great time. Thank you so much for hanging out, and thank you so much for, being funny with me, because we've been having a very funny stream.
Of course she was. Even her harshest lectures came from a place of kindness, and it showed. She really was a truly outstanding person.
What you said, it really puts everything into perspective.
I'm truly sorry. I really meant for this to be a genuine apology, but I ended up making it all about me and my self-pity.
It's all right. Let's save all this for after the performance.
So the newer Archon quests like Furina, I'm noticing there's not trees. Like unlike Noelle's Hangout quest, I'm sorry, it's not Archon quest, Hangout quest. The newest Hangout quests, it's just like a straight through, but Noelle's is like choice based. So is there a delineation, or did they just stop doing choices after a while? Furina is the best character ever written and designed by a woman, not by some man who will make her, like Firefly. Just wanted to pop in, having a sad night, hoping my vibes can be lifted here. Hey, Blasted Cake Boy, I'm very sorry to hear that. We are all having a really good time, so we're gonna give you some good energy, okay? We're streaming for a few more minutes, but I'm so happy that you stopped by. Make sure to take care of yourself, okay?
So, the ending. What are we gonna do about it?
Noelle's is a hangout, this is a story quest. Okay, okay. That's the difference, okay.
Clearly, everyone needs to take a step back for now and reflect on what really matters.
Thank you,
When
Mar.
emotions are running high, things get lost in the fray. The end of the story needs to focus back on O'Reilly herself. She's the true star of the show.
Okay, I was getting them confused. I thought this was a hangout quest, but it's a story quest. I got it.
What do you mean?
Blasta, you should go with your friends to a pride party tonight. Maybe your soul's looking for a little bit of, joy and party. Put on something nice. Do what you need to do to make yourself feel like that girl. And then let your friends know, hey, tonight I'm trying to be that girl. And then it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. You have to speak it out, and then it's gonna happen.
The Traveler is right. You once investigated that underwater synth base and recovered items belonging to the victims. If you could find anything that O'Reilly left behind, perhaps we can get a better sense of what she went through in her final days.
You really think that's possible?
I trust that nobody would object to the ending of the story being based on O'Reilly's true feelings.
Oh yeah, Brat might get you there too. I'm not sure where you're at, but Brat might get you there.
No.
Well, we'll leave this in your capable hands.
Come, let's pay a visit to the Palais Mermonia. The rest of you, head back to the rehearsal location for now, and wait for our good news.
I'm going to stop there, and we'll finish this tomorrow. Because I do need to record something, and I have to make that announcement on Discord. But I do want to do some pulls, because whoever that anonymous benefactor was really helped me out. So thank you for that. Let's go ahead and do some pulls. Oh, I also need to go to my girl, Katie Cats. Let's go ahead and go to my girl, Katie Cat. I don't want to buy any of these primos until I have all of the primos that I can finally get, because it just feels as though, like, if I do separate purchases, then one of those purchases might actually taint the basket of wishes.
Ad Astra.
Wait a minute. I was about to say, I just did a whole bunch of questing, girl. Don't tell me that didn't count.
Thank you for completing today's commission.
Add extra applesauce. Oh, right. I have to go pull at the Melusine place. I love that place. So everybody who's just now joining, my new favorite place is the Melusine place. That doesn't mean that it's better than anything else. It just means that I really like it. Is this it? A very warm place. Don't forget to talk to Catherine after getting commission rewards. I did. Yeah, I did. This is a cool place because it's like a little hidey hole. It reminds me of like a hobbit village, honestly, but it has Melusines, which are very me-coded. This is my Melusine mirror Laum. We have Faun and Laum. What do you want to know? What do you want to know? I'm not a real journalist. I'm studying hard to become one, though. Just like she wants to be part of MeowT. Oh my goodness, Laum. We can recruit you for MeowT. Oh my goodness, this is like literally, this is what I want to be reincarnated into. Like, Me and 4 other Melusines just sitting here, you know? Okay. Oh, I'm getting people adding me. I'm kind of scared. Oh, Shanti. I know Shanti. Birdseed Gang, Finn, Lover, Heavy Robot 2039, Raikar, Poachi, Magic. I know Magic. I think I know Lover too. Edu. I know Edu. If y'all see your name, please let me hide. I know Hide. Jimmy. I've seen Jimmy. Yes. I just don't want my friends list to get too full. Your Birdseed. Lover's me. Fawn is a Melusine. Fawn as a Melusine would be named Foam, like Foam. That would be so cute. Okay, if I get a chance to make a Melusine VTuber, we have to name it Foam. And every time I do it, I'll just be like Foam Stream. You're Yang. Okay. I'll leave these up. If you guys ever see your name, just let me know. Because I only have like 10 more spots left. By the way, guys, I know like it sounds really lame, but when I played MapleStory, I used to, like when I was like 12 years old playing MapleStory, I used to be like that annoying kid who would like be like, "Can I add you to my friends list?" Because I used to be so jealous of the people who would be able to use the instant messenger MapleStory. MapleStory used to have like instant messenger in the game, and it would show your characters talking to each other, and like it heals my inner child to like have people on my friends list. I know that seems really vapid, but it's like cool to me. So thank you guys for adding me. Okay, let's do some pools and then we'll be done. I want Cloran, but we're trying to force Navia. That's me, OS.
This is your team? Cool. I like the vibe. I'm Bennett, leader of Benny's adventure team. Any chance we could team up? Please?
Thank you to whoever donated that, because I haven't had Bennett yet. And I know that Bennett's really strong. I don't really get too much into the meta, but I know that Bennett's really strong. Yeah. Bye, Moth. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, we have to raid someone today. Tyler OK is streaming. He's doing a Charlie XX Brat Fortnite apparently. If he wanted to raid. I have to go sub to him to raid, so I'll do that. For sure. Let's see. He might have turned it off. Only subscribers can raid him. You're just using you for achievement hunting? Slay!
Yeah.
Whatever works for you, baby. Okay, so we did get a Benny. Can I level him up, I wonder? If we can level him up, then we can get another...
Benny's
Let's see.
adventure team, assemble!
We can!
Or not.
Nice. Y'all know that my favorite ones are the blue ones because that means I might get Noelle. Star glitter? Alright. Oh my goodness. Girl. Yes. Girl, we're still pulling. He is a little cutie. I don't have any qualms about Benny. It's cute, his hangout. Okay. Dang. Cloran just really like, girl, skip. Cloran skipped me. Okay, Noelle, come on. Okay, let me see if I can, let's do this. I want to see if I can raid Tyler Oakley because I really want Tyler Oakley to notice me. Is that selfish? Let me see. Look at this stuff. Isn't it neat? Wouldn't you think my collection's complete? Wouldn't you think I'm the girl or gay who has everything? Look at this trove, treasures untold. How many wonders can one cavern hold? Looking around here you think, sure, he or she has everything. I've got gadgets and gizmos aplenty. I've got who's-its and what's-its galore. You want thingamabobs? I've got 20. But who cares? No big deal. I want more. I'm buying the subscription right now. I want to be where the people are. I hope this is in sync. I want to see dancing, walking around on those, what do you call them? Feet. Flipping your fins, you don't get too far. Legs are required for jumping, dancing, strolling along down a, what's that word again? Streets. Up where they walk, up where they run, up where they stay all day in the sun, wandering free. Wish I could be part of that world. Okay, I'm done. That was your entertainment while I got that subscription. Okay, guys, we're going to raid Tyler Oakley.
Okay, linguine for...
We're gonna raid Tyler Oakley. Guys, please raid Tyler Oakley, please. This is my one selfish ask. Raid Tyler Oakley and say, stream Brat. Because he's already streaming Brat. Just say stream Brat. He'll love it, okay? I want you guys to know, I watched Tyler Oakley back when I was 12 years old. And he's like one of the first people who inspired me to like start doing content. And he raided me once and I wanted to raid him back. Raid message, Fawn says stream Brat. I don't know. I'm bad at that part. Stream Brat. 360. Just say 360. Say 360 with the green Teddy Ursa. Something like that. Make it up. Okay, so thank you guys so much. Let me go ahead and start the battle roulette. And thank you guys so much for the really lovely stream. I know that I was like all over the place. YouTube girlies, I know. Bye YouTube, by the way. But I had a really good time. Thank you guys for vibing with me and matching my freak. I will see you guys later. Let me play some Sneaker Night if I can hurry up before we run out of time. And by the way, if you want points for the girly pop lock, raid. Raiding helps you with the girly pop lock. We might not be able to get it. I don't know. It seems like the time's almost up. Oh my god, we have to put our sneakers on. The ritual will be broken. There we go. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Bye. I'll see you tomorrow. We're going to finish Fontaine. Bye. Or Furina. Bye.